been saying it. I say this in all my videos. I talk about Terence Crawford. Go back and watch Terence Crawford's fight with David Ebenezer. He does not look like the same Terence that fought Spence. Go back and watch the Crawford versus Porter. He does not look like the same Crawford versus Spence. Crawford has been on the decline. I keep saying this, and I've been saying this. When you have the best performance of your life at the end of your career, now you're on Good Morning America, on these talk shows. It doesn't happen like that.
That 154 is the highest you won. Who you gonna fight, Jerome Duke Evans? You already said you ain't fighting him. Who you gonna fight, Keith Thurman? Huh? Tony Harrison at 154? Who are you gonna fight? So since y'all always counting Terence Crawford's pockets, this man need to take the rematch. See, Errol Spence and Derrick James want to come back stronger in their second fight. Watch and see. See, the stuff that Terence Crawford did won't work in the second fight. See, they had a game plan for Terence Crawford in the first fight. Errol Spence's body failed him. Everybody knows that. Matter of fact, Terence Crawford fans knows that.
We've established that when tape goes on skin, then gauze plus sweat equals cast. That's a fucking cast. Now, detractors are gonna say it's legal in Vegas. Oh, the A side was Errol Spence. Why wasn't this in Texas where it's illegal? Because Bud refused to have this fight unless it was in Vegas. So Bud chose a place where he can get away with it. Bud is doing this himself.
Let me do this. Because I'm sure by the video, y'all niggas gonna have questions too. Because I'm okay with Bud beating Errol Spence. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I got no beef. But what the fuck you ain't gonna tell me is that way something shaky in that fucking water in Las Vegas. I got questions. I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of inconsistencies that just does not line up and it don't sit well in my spirit. It don't. Question number one. What other fighter has Bud Crawford mangled in the way that he mangled Errol Spence Jr.'s face Saturday night? And go. Don't worry, I'm going to pull up all the pictures. Everything I'm going to say is going to be supported in fact. Just so y'all know that. And so nobody think I'm over here just making up shit because I feel sorry for Errol Spence. No, the fuck I'm not. The fuck if I am. Name one fight. Name one fight where Errol Spence's face got mangled like that. So you mean to tell me the same man the same man, Errol Spence Jr., who broke Ugas's eye in the fight prior to this, could not even scratch Bud Crawford when he caught him with a 3-piece in round 7 before he got dropped.
Now, why out of all the Terence Crawford fights, this the most brutalest, bloodiest fight Terence Crawford ever had? Because he had the steroid battery. Victor Conte. When I was saying that he was on steroids and people said, oh man, they tested him, they did this and that type of testing. And the man, the company that do the testing, Victor Conte worked for him. He know how to pass the test. You see what I'm saying? The Crawford fans ain't gonna like this. The Crawford booted bandits ain't going to like this. The same man that said,
For years and years, all Crawford fans were talking about how much he deserves, and you guys prove it. You guys. This fight between of $1.5 million pay-per-view buys. You niggas been talking about all the stuff that y'all been saying. This fight should have been upwards of $1.5 million. Running around here telling me how much motherfucking people fuck with Bud and how much people love Bud and everybody but Bud and Bud views and Bud views this and Bud views this and Bud should get this and Bud deserves this and Bud deserves that. For years and years, you motherfuckers did this. For years and years. And it did 700,000 pay-per-view buys. It did 700,000 pay-per-view buys. Motherfuckers telling me for years and years on how Errol gotta give this and Errol gotta give that because Errol Spence could have did those numbers by his goddamn self. He could have did those. Errol Spence could have fought.
This is he knows everything. You that heat and fire. We keeping a foot on the legs. We keeping a foot on the
Go ahead,
legs. Terence Crawford. Why did you cheat? You strike me as a guy who supposedly has ethics, morals, and values. Why did you cheat? See, when a guy's a cheater, you have to start putting 2 and 2 together. You have to start asking yourself, where did the cheat start? We're going to have a personal conversation here. The cheating started in the avocado fight. If you guys want to know who Avocado is David and this and then Zimbing. However the fuck you.
He had a parade. Like, that is a celebration. Homecoming. Like, no, man, we can't do that, fam. Family, we can't do that. We need it. But little people know I do rock with Terence Crawford, but not like on the boxing tip. I like how he the king of Omaha. Even though Omaha real small, but St. Louis real small too. I like how he the king of his city. I don't really like how he carried himself throughout the boxing when it came to boxing. That's the one that made all the super soldier moves, did all the work, made all the sacrifices and everything like that. So to me, that's how I look at them. Like Terence, I never hated Terence Crawford. I just feel like he's fool when it comes to boxing and like his strategic and how he went about it. Kind of like, yeah, like he did some weird stuff like.
Yes, we are the apostles of the youth boxing community. And we're bringing It's Boxing to you.
It's the apostles and we come to lay of hands. Half step, weave the jab, uppercut, pick up your mans. It's Pastor Gucci Cam, Sugar J the wise man. We bring them to the light, make these haters understand. Northside is where I stand. Nebraska, that's the land. We cancels out the jab from a southpaw stance. We beat the competition, knock it out with either hand. And we drop the link, so come and kick it with your fam. And we drop receipts, so keep your sources on hand. If you can't confirm that this facts, you spread propaganda. Make sure you hit the like when you subscribe to the channel. One love to the playback gang and the panel. It's boxing to you.
It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. Represent the 402. B and Team Crawford, that's what we do. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. What it do? Represent that 402. Team Crawford, B&B, yeah, that's what we do. What up? Y'all know who it is. It's the Goose to you. Mr. Goose to you. They said we weren't gonna do it, Cam. They said we weren't gonna last in this bitch. But we here. The apostles of the YouTube boxing community. We laying hands on their ass. Y'all see what it is. We got Young Sugar J, the switch hitter from B&B, coming out 2023. One love. Y'all know what it is, huh? But y'all gonna see what it is. Mr. Gucci, you, Karen the Baptist, Sugar J the Wise One, we are the apostles of the YouTube boxing community.
He ain't have a mark. So I mean,
To keep it 100. Because we're not used to seeing Crawford perform in this magnitude. Crawford's performance looked different to me. Crawford's power, I said this yesterday too, looked different to me. Crawford, in his previous fights, we can go back the last 5 fights, the last 10 fights, or the last 6 or 7 fights that he had in the welterweight division before this fight. We've never seen Terence Crawford knock anyone down in the first 2 rounds of none of these fights. We also never seen Crawford puff anyone's face up that fast. In any of the previous fights in the welterweight division, we haven't seen it.
was Earl Spence drug. I'm gonna keep it real. I think so.
I think he never even fought like that. He never in his life never fought like that or nothing.
There's nobody Terence Crawford ever beat that looking like Earl Spence, and Earl Spence by far the best fighter he ever fought. You know what I'm saying? So that what made it crazy right there. That how he got beat, that's not. I still can't grasp the fact that Crawford, I can see Crawford beating Spence. I can see Crawford KO Spence. But the beatdown, just the physical beatdown, the wear and tear on Spence's face, I've never seen Crawford do that before. I've seen Crawford put hands on guys, and I've never seen the deterioration of his opponent's face with each shot he's throwing is disfiguring Spence's face. I've never seen him do that in any fight. Trying to see where is this power, where did it come from? I don't get it. Crawford got knockout power. But I'm trying to see where the destructive power that he displayed last Saturday Where did it come from? I'm not talking about the one punch, a punch you don't see, and you get knocked out. We know Crawford got that. I'm talking about the punishing, destructive power. Each punch, every shot he was hitting Spence with was a deadly shot. I've been wrestling with this for a couple of days. I'm not saying Crawford cannot knock out Spence. I said that in my video. If I had to rate his power, I said Crawford had more power than Spence, right? As far as just one hitter quitter knockout power. I'm talking about brutal. Each shot I'm hitting you with, your face is deteriorating. You're looking like something off Night of the Living Dead after the fight. Spence didn't even look like Spence. I'm saying, where did that power come from? I know people are going to say, Chuck, you're making up excuses. I'm not taking away his win. I'm just asking you, when did he get this kind of power? That's all I'm saying.
First of all, I'm gonna say this shit because I know Earl Spence ain't gonna say this shit. I'm not gonna keep it fake, my nigga. I gotta keep it 100, my nigga. I ain't never seen Terence Crawford whoop nobody like that. So how he whooped the second best welterweight in the world like that, but he couldn't do nobody else like that. He didn't do Dave. Man, it's a lot of niggas he didn't do like that. But he did Earl Spence like that? Come on, man. In Vegas, where he wanted to fight, where neither of them are from? Neither of them are from Vegas. We could have hosted that shit in my city. Like, what the fuck, my nigga? No drug test before the fight. No drug test after the fight. Come on, man. It's documented that all of these fighters are using PEDs. Why are they not tested? Huh? All of these so-called big-time fighters are doing drugs, and y'all ain't testing them, man, and y'all let them get out there and fight each other, man. Yeah, man, the boxing.
Care about the best, fighting the best. That's what I care about. Nothing more and nothing less. So when you say, how do I feel about the fight? What are you expecting? I don't understand. What are you expecting? Somebody need to explain to me what is it that you guys are expecting? Oh God! I took a page off there. Earl Spence lost. Oh God! No more, man. The LDBC is finished. I can't talk about boxing no more because what is it that you're? I'm confused. And again, I got no beef. I swear to God, I got no beef with Terrell because I think it's more than the homie Terrell that actually has this thought process. That's you guys' thought process. That is not mine. Look at this pussy ass nigga. Get your fucking weird faggot ass the fuck out of here, you faggot ass nigga. Get this fucking. I just want to put him on me. I just want y'all to see this. Did you see this goofy faggot ass nigga jumped on naked with big fucking warts on his chest? Naked.
It was definitely something. It was a very realization, a surreal, not only a surreal moment, but all right. Terence Crawford, all right, put a stamp on his legendary status. I can't refer to Terence Crawford as just the great fighter no more. He is beyond a great fighter, beyond Hall of Fame. He's a legendary fighter. And life. And nobody cares about them in real life. Nobody gives a fuck about them in real life. They ain't never accomplished shit in their life. They ain't got no purpose in their life. They're a bunch of dusty, rat-infested, flea-infested monkeys. That's what they are. So I can expect them to swing on me here on the branch. You're a fucking monkey. That's what monkeys are supposed to do. You ain't got a mind of your own. You're a fucking goofy. You ain't shit.
When he had Blue, he was so strong. I know that was when he was younger. I know. I feel like this is his Clubber Lang Rocky moment. You gotta go back to the basics. You gotta go back to what got you here. Oh, Blue, please. Blue used to have this man strong. Keep your nutritionist, your meal prepologist.
Really emotional watching Spence take his loss in that fashion. Spence looked lost and outgunned. Think Spence is going to recover mentally.
Woo! Call Blue Police. Woo! Shit! Welcome to another episode of It's Boxing to You. I am your co-host that be doing the most. The man they call Cam the Baptist. Cam, I am. Hot damn. Sock it to me. Good job, It's Boxing to You. Numbers. Listen, man. Hey, man. Say, man. Hey, man. We back at y'all with another episode, another edition. Yo, I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. As y'all know, the apostles are in the building to layeth the hands and spread the good news of boxing. Have you heard the good news today, my brothers and sisters? All right, man, we finna get back into this thing because I got some more of this nonsense, bro. Because who call Blue Police? Yo, you know what? I got some more because you know they've been out here doing so much capping, so much lying, besmirching, backbiting, talking down. They've been doing so much of that on Team Crawford. The shit is ridiculous, right? And you know the craziest part about it? No drug test before the fight, no drug test after the fight. But you got Bud in the motherfucking picture with Clarissa Shields directly after the fight. Big ass Band-Aid on his arm, looking like he just got through giving blood. Like, what the fuck? Y'all mind boggle me with these excuses, man. But check this out. I got some more nonsense for you, man. Look. Because y'all know we going and we debunking, we swatting all this bullshit out the sky like goddamn me, Dikembe Mutombo. No. No more lies. No more propaganda. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link for Sugar J only right now. I'm gonna open the panel up in a little bit, man, because we definitely got that Victor Conte interview with Mario Lopez, and we got the Terence Crawford interview with Mario Lopez and Steve Kim from the 3 Knockdown Rule. So y'all definitely want to stay tuned tonight, man. One love to everybody tuned in. Yes, indeed. Is that my dog? Gooch! The pastor's here. The pastor's here. Oh, and then Sugar J done slid in right behind him. That's what I'm talking about. The gang is all here. Acknowledge us.
Come on, man. Look, I got my Uncle Kim. I got Mr. Joe Shiesty himself. Today.
The gang's here today.
Huh?
The gang is all here today. I'm glad y'all here so y'all can get into the rest of these nonsensical excuses because I got another one for y'all. Oh, yes, Lord.
I want to say this. Man, the heavyweight boxing we got on this weekend, man. They got me all hyped up, bro. The heavyweight boxing we got this weekend, man. That's gonna be something to watch, man. And can Dubois pull off the upset?
Ooh. That would be nice, but that would be crazy. That would be.
I don't know. That'd be so weird.
That'd be crazy, bro. If Dubois was to put, bro, man, what? That would be just nuts.
Wait, let me ask you this: Dubois beats Usyk, right? Does AJ fight him first?
Before Wilder?
Yeah.
Shit, no.
You don't think so?
No.
AJ's ranked higher.
I'm gonna give it 1,000. If Dubois was to do the unthinkable, which I don't see it, but if Dubois was to do the unthinkable, beat Alexander Usyk, what you're gonna see is everybody is scrambling to get the Dubois fight. I feel like since we will see Joshua and Wilder the end of this year, you know who's going to try to jump on that fight with Dubois immediately. I hate to say it, but you know who's going to jump on it.
Jerry Anderson.
Ooh. Oh, damn.
baby. Bro, let's keep it above, bro.
Now that was a left field answer. That wasn't what I was expecting.
Nah,
Sugar J.
I'm gonna tell you, no. Cause bro,
Y'all know who I was finna say.
who you gonna say?
What Tyson Fury?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna be the most easiest fucking win for Tyson Fury in his career, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can see that shit, bro. Like, listen, if Usyk were to lose, God forbid, to Dubois this weekend, you would see Tyson Fury breaking his neck to get that undisputed matchup. He's coming off the bench. He's coming off the shelf. He's coming out the woodwork the same way that John Fury just tore up all the motherfucking tables at the press conference, flipping tables over, knocking all this shit over. That's how Tyson is coming in for that undisputed matchup. I want the matchup. God damn it! I am the Jiu-Jitsu king. I'm gonna knock all this shit over. Fuck all this shit.
Hey, check this out though. So, man, that changes up the whole heavyweight, landscape. So, knowing Dubois and how Frank Warren and the heavyweights get down,
that'll shake up the world.
Dubois would fight another British heavyweight. I don't think that they're gonna have him go against an American heavyweight anytime soon.
That'll be crazy.
Maybe if this one's, because I heard Derek Chisora's last interview and he was talking about he needs like another big payday. Maybe Derek Chisora's last hurrah. And you know what's crazy? What if that nigga Derek Chisora wins?
Man, okay, we wish it on the star now, Sugar J.
This is gonna be the easiest shot for Derek Chisora in his life, bro. I'm keeping it real. This is his last hurrah, man.
So you feel like his last shot, if you got one shot.
Bro, he's on his George Foreman, Bernard Hopkins shit, bro. Hey, I'm just saying. Nah, I'm just playing.
Hey, listen, I ain't even mad at the old niggas winning belts still, man. Shout out to all the old cats winning belts, showing that age is just a number. You know what I'm saying?
Time out. You said old nigga, right? Last time I checked, Usyk and Terence Crawford are in the top 5 oldest champions right now.
That's true.
Hey.
Old niggas run it.
Hey, Errol Spence, he ain't old, but damn, he got his ass kicked. But anyways,
but speaking of which, I'm glad you segued into that perfectly, Sugar J, because we still getting aerosexual excuses by the boatload. Oh my God!
I have not watched the LDBC since 2021.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you this.
Watch this.
Can y'all hear me? I can't hear you though.
Yeah, I muted myself. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah, hold up. What's up, Gooch? Where you, nigga? What's up, Pastor?
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the panel, my guys, my co-hosts, man. Thank you for holding it down, Kim. You do a great job of doing what you do.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
We turn hiccups into everything. I love it.
What about to do?
We gotta get that interview dropped, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, I got it right here. I already got it queued up, ready to rock.
Okay.
Cause see, we got Victor Conte and Terence Bud Crawford sat down on the 3 Knockdown Rule podcast with Mario Lopez, aka Slater, my nigga AC Slater. And he sat down with Steve Kim. Now, Steve Kim was aerosexual. He picked Errol to beat Bud. But anyway, so
hold on. I'm gonna let you go into that. Gooch got some news for y'all though. As of today, I am with Wisdom Marketing. We're going for a big contract, so hopefully this contract will go where we want it. And you guys, we're on the way to doing some big things. Shout out to Wisdom Marketing, man. I'm head of social media, basically YouTube platforms. So that's what I'll be doing. Um,
Good job, Pastor Gooch.
Yes, sir.
we hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. How can I put this? I'm going for the big fish. I'm going for the well, hold on. Let me go for this. I'm going for the big fish catcher. So shit's going our way, man. Shout out to you guys, man. People's loving what we're doing. We are little do y'all know we being watched, and certain people is watching us, and we don't even be knowing. And so let's just keep up the good work, man. They love our energy. They love what we doing. And there's more people to watch. Pretty soon it's gonna be yeah. And with me doing what I'm about to start doing, man, we're gonna push this to get our thousands. Uh and I got some shit I'm gonna bring to the table. I might just pop up. Y'all might just see us pop up. Y'all just might see Gooch. I might just hit y'all. I'm going live. I might just do just a pop up. You never know. But right now, man, yeah, I'm with Wisdom Marketing. I'm head of social media. So just me by doing this, y'all, man. I thank you guys. I got some things, man. First off, what I want to do is with our channel is start doing raffles. Uh, and what I want to do is, if y'all real big fans, y'all want to see what Omaha's about. One of our first raffles is we get you an Airbnb. Um, Hopefully, we see what big events here coming. Get you an Airbnb for the weekend, and y'all come and kick it with us. You know what I'm saying? Um, I got some other things I'll bring to the table soon. But it's boxing to you is about to blow the fuck up. I'm just that's what I'm on. I'm standing around. I told y'all I'm working. If y'all don't see me, you know I'm behind the scenes on some other things. So man, the real shit, man. I'm blessed, man. Thank y'all for man, just man believing in us, man, believing in me. Uh, Check this out, man, Mr. Warren, man. If you listening, I will say this to you, man. You said something earlier this year, bro. Well, earlier when you knew that we had it. After it was right after the send off. And how you AC you another one, man. Y'all how y'all believe in us, man. So keep believing in us, man. Y'all believe in me. Uh, Pretty soon, once we hit this 1,000 mark, we be monetized. Uh, I will switch up some things. Um, because simple fact of the matter is we can do it. It's time for us to do some big things. Sugar J, um, with what's going on with you, sir, you will be a documentary.
September 23rd, y'all. September 23rd.
Okay, so
I'll be there.
you will be a documentary, sir. I'm not going nowhere anytime soon. I'm here working.
I'll be there. September 23rd.
Quick question. Are y'all gonna be at the fundraiser on Saturday?
Yep.
That's another thing. So if I was supposed to go down to Kansas City, but yeah, we will be there.
I know I'm definitely coming through.
Hopefully everything go right. We can go live from down there.
Shit, yeah, y'all can. Y'all gonna be straight. Y'all gonna be straight.
No. I'm talking about with equipment wise, sir. Equipment.
Oh yeah, cause Kim. Yeah.
No, I'm just talking about hopefully my phone. I get a righteous phone, Kim. You know what I'm saying? We get our thing. Just trust me. We gonna go live. We'll be live. Trust me, we'll be live.
Hey, y'all. There's gonna be a little short out, right? But maybe that might be the day that me and Kim spar. Who knows? Now, that's what
I still ain't showed them you ducking the smoke.
Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, man.
I got that video, baby.
We're gonna see on Saturday.
Hey, Sugar J ducked the smoke, y'all.
We're gonna see on Saturday.
He ducked the smoke.
One love. Hey,
I can't duck smoke. I am the smoke. Come on. Come on, bro.
Hey. Listen, man. Where there's smoke, there's fire. You hear me? So,
Hey, what time is that, Sugar J? Sugar J, what time is it? What time is
the
the fundraiser?
fundraiser.
12 to 4.
Yeah, I'm about to say it should be like noon to 4.
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said, man, check this out, y'all. Big things is coming from us from this channel, man. We're gonna be working. They asked for us to do this. I'm gonna say it just like this. My juggers asked for this, and the way it's looking, I'm gonna try to deliver. Um,
Ain't no try, nigga. We is.
But no. When I say try, well, I shouldn't. You right, sir. I am gonna deliver. And when I say I am, I'm taking baby steps now. But one step, one hurdle is already leaped. So I'm there. I got things to do. We got things to do. Keep it going, man. We just got to get to 1,000 subscribers. But check this out. I will say this: our 1,000 is coming.
I know.
No. I'm not telling
Man,
you.
they know what time.
I'm telling the people. Our 1,000 is coming. We will be monetizing. So I advise y'all. Yeah, I advise y'all to start getting your money saved up because, oh man, to be a part of this, to be a part of it is to you congregation. Woo! But like I said, our first raffle, man, we're gonna try to get y'all here, man. Anybody, so y'all trying to get here, man. I'll be announcing that pretty soon. Basically what it is I'm gonna see where it's gonna be a major event. Hopefully we can get Bud involved and or one of the crew. Y'all will get to see the gym. No, that is a must. Y'all get to go down and check out the gym with us. And then if it's a major event, we'll get y'all at the event. You know what I'm saying? If not, then y'all just come kick it with us. We'll have something. We'll do something. We'll make sure something happens. Even if we throw a major event, you will get to be there. So just say if Cam has a comedy show, we'll throw a route for y'all to come and kick it with us at the comedy show. Y'all be VIP and everything. So it's just a lot of things going.
Hey, I got to tell you. Well, I'm gonna let my dad probably tell you, but I'm gonna tell you something. We got something planned, coming up this fall. So yeah, hit me up
Right.
after the
See,
fall.
things like that. And then, okay, check this out. If y'all want to come see Sugar J fight, I might do a raffle just for that. To let y'all come for the weekend, check out Sugar J fight.
Yes, sir.
September
Yes, sir.
23rd.
Or if we in y'all, I mean, I know a lot of y'all don't live in Nebraska. If we like in tournaments on like Texas or something like that, we definitely will post y'all on that and let y'all know.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. Matter of fact, or I'm gonna see if I can do something. Either have y'all come to a Husker game. Have y'all just come, what I'm saying, something. We're gonna do something, man. We're gonna do raffle, something like that. So y'all just stay tuned to that, man. Stay tuned, man. And thank y'all for rocking with your boy Gooch, man. I'm working. We're gonna be having shorts, videos. Oh yeah, everything's about to step. Oh yeah, everything's stepping. The game about to step up tremendously. Give us time. Cam.
What up,
Oh yeah. You got something about to go. You go get to cooking. My bad. I'm sorry for interrupting. I just had a little news to tell everybody.
Yeah, we got the. Actually, you know what? Yep, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it just like this. Check this shit out. Yeah, because like I said, we've been hearing a whole list of aerosexual excuses for the longest, right? And the shit is downright preposterous. It's been crazy. We are now up to 33 excuses on the list. Yes, 33. You hear what I'm saying? Which is crazy to me. Act 34 if you put the other one in there. So yeah, bro. I ain't even gonna go through all of them tonight. I just want y'all to hear this primary bullshit that they've been pushing out here. And then we have Victor Conte, who actually sat down and interviewed and talked about it. Not only did he discuss and talk about his new Netflix documentary, Hall of Shame, but he also speaks about his involvement with VADA as well as the testing for this fight. So let's take a gander at this, man, because, oh, man, we got some things to cook on, gentlemen. Let us look and see. But before we do, let's get into this nonsense. More propaganda. Let's get into this one. Matter of fact, do me a favor, Gooch. Mute my mic.
If they'll let me. Hold on.
You said that David Evanesian got knocked out cold by Crawford. I always ask Terence about Crawford fans when they bring his name up. In the welterweight division, have you ever seen Crawford knock anybody out besides David Evanesian with the one punch knockout power?
No, he did Jose Benavidez. Crazy. That was the one punch uppercut that put him on his knees.
No, not that. I mean, like, one punch. David Evanesian was out. David Evanesian was knocked out conscious for over 40 seconds. Did you ever see him knock anyone out unconscious? No. I'm saying no,
but that's rare. That's rare
to knock out David Evanesian, or you mean like? What you mean?
No, to knock somebody out cold. Like, it's only a couple fighters that do that on a regular basis. Knock fighters out cold.
I agree. So you're saying that that's something that was different with Crawford in that fight with David Evanesian?
Sign up for the Boys Town Run.
Oh my God.
Let me see something. Do Control D on yours.
I got it.
No.
Well, you said it was rare. You said no, rare. Most fighters don't do that. So,
the way he knocked him out, that's rare. Like, it's only a couple. Every fighter in the boxing is not knocking nobody out like that. It's only a couple fighters that's doing that, meaning that kind of knockout is rare. Like, you got those once in the blue knockouts where they go out. Like, you got this one person just put somebody lights out like that. Like Deontay Wilder. Canelo, I think Canelo did it before. Yeah.
Right, but I'm just saying, understand, like Deontay Wilder, somebody like him.
Mm-hmm.
We used to see him do this over and over again, right?
Yeah. Well, not one punch knockout, but knockout like the last 11 fights. Straight knockout.
Yeah. We haven't seen Crawford do that, though. That's what I'm trying to... When you said he knocked out David Evanesian, that's what I'm trying to understand you, because we've seen Wilder do this over and over and over again, but we haven't seen Bud do it. You said it was rare in boxing, and I have to agree with you, it is. So that's why I'm asking you, is something different about Crawford in that fight when he fought Evanesian?
Nah, I didn't notice anything different from me. Terence Crawford. He was the same, go in there and just... Terence Crawford goes in there with a game plan. and in that game plan, he going to execute it no matter what you try to do in there.
Yeah.
He's a generational talent.
Yeah, I agree with you. So I asked Jamal Neasy this. I don't think you were here. You might have heard me, but since you are a Crawford fan, maybe I can ask you and you can help us understand. You know that Crawford is down with Victor Conte with the snack program. You are aware of that in his last 3 fights. Yeah. So he first started with snack with Sean Porter, then David Evanesian, and now Errol Spence. Would you say that in the last 3 fights, in your opinion as a Bud fan, that Crawford looked a little different in his last 3 fights now that he's with the...
Snack program?
No, Bud has looked at like Bud. Yo, I don't. Maybe because I look at it differently, and I look when I see him fight, I just look at it because he could do so many things. So I just look at it like, how he's going to get this guy out of there. The way he fights is like he been doing that. That's what he does. Like he goes in there
So
and figures you out.
So you're saying that Bud Crawford is not receiving the benefits of snacks, so he shouldn't even be over there. They taking this guy's money and they robbing him. He shouldn't even be over there.
Man,
They
listen
ain't
to
not getting no
this
benefits from it. You
bullshit.
know
Are
what I
you
mean?
serious right now?
They should give him a refund or something. Maybe he shouldn't be a part of those guys.
Yeah, I mean that's him. I feel like he's getting money with them.
Man, this is what these motherfuckers is really, and
Right,
these
that's
the
what I'm saying.
motherfuckers that got
There's terms
thousands
and
of
conditioning
motherfuckers
programs.
listening to him
Understand
though. Oh,
the
I'm about
terms
to
and
change
conditioning
that
program is
though.
making him look the same in his last 3 fights with them. Maybe he should leave them alone because he's giving them money to be a part of the. You know, they stealing money from the guy. It's not working.
Ain't
It's
this
the
a
same
bitch?
guys.
I mean, man, if he want to work with Victor Conte, he can work with Victor Conte. Devin Haney works with Victor Conte. It's a whole bunch of
That's
fighters
bullshit.
and boxing that works with Victor Conte. Not just Bud.
I'm glad you brought them up because Devin Haney, he does work with Victor Conte, and guess what? And I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you, like I always do. If Devin Haney would have knocked out Lomachenko cold, I would have been looking at him the same way. You know I would have, Jamal Neasy, because
No,
his
I would have too.
performance would look totally different. His performance looked totally different in a Lomachenko fight. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why? We're not used to see. It's rare, like you said. It's rare to see that. So if Devin Haney did something rare that we've never seen him do before, and he's over there, oh yes, I would be questioning Devin too. But Devin looks regular in all his fights. He looked the same to us. I mean, to me, he looked the same to me. Huh?
It just Bud looks different. Bud looks different. That's the only guy that looks different on the pro.
You said it was rare to knock somebody out cold, brother. You said it was rare. That's what you said, bro.
Yo, bro.
Man, y'all, ooh, this shit right here.
Bud has knocked people out before.
Cold?
Like this is known. Like he has beat people up, knocked them out.
No, hold on. We're not saying beat people up. Don't mix that in the same pot, brother. I said knock out. Yeah, that.
Oh wow, Kim. Oh wow, Kim.
Wow.
We had technical difficulties. But man,
that don't make no sense. When do you ever see when somebody gets knocked out, they break down how they knocked them out? I have never seen that in the history of my life. They doing all these really. First of all, I heard a question where it was like, "Have you ever seen Bud knock somebody out with a one punch? This, that." It don't matter. He has 100% knockout percentage at welterweight. You wasn't saying that then. You was not saying that then. And now you're just being all specific. Talking about
if you really want to take it there, he's been knocking everybody out since Victor Postal.
Right. But remember, Gooch. Remember, they said, when have you seen Bud knock somebody out and they have punishment on their face like how Spence had? Remember, they got really specific with it. Like that matters. But I guess it does. And then they was talking about Victor Conte. So are you guys going to talk about all of the fighters that work with Victor Conte? Are you going to talk about Jerron Ennis? Are you going to talk about Mikey Garcia when he was working with him when he fought your guy? Are you going to talk about Devin Haney? Like what's good with that?
Now you seen how they brought up Devin Haney, but since they said Devin Haney didn't knock out Lomachenko, they can't. If he would have knocked out Lomachenko, then yeah, he would have asked that. You know what I'm saying? But see, to me, that's bullshit. So now all of a sudden, working with Snack, all of a sudden now it's you just cheating. That's just all of a sudden that's what it is. That's bullshit. I can't. Oh my gosh.
You just cheating, Gooch. Bud's a cheater.
The bullshit people come up with, man.
Now
Here
look,
go my guy.
Now look. If it was us on the other hand, nope. That is not sliding. Promise you it's not.
But see, my thing is this. Of course, Bud told us this shit was gonna happen, but you motherfuckers is going through the extreme. I'm talking about they going through the extreme of telling people, bringing the excuses to the table. It just kill me because people like him got thousands of people listening to him and believing the bullshit that he's bringing to the table.
Oh no,
Mind you,
it's not over.
Okay.
Oh wait, there's more. Because see,
Okay.
they're on this Victor Conte train so hard, and it's crazy. Well, he's got Victor Conte, and Victor Conte. He's hired Victor Conte. He hired Victor Conte as his strength and conditioning coach. Lies. That's not true. Victor Conte actually signed Terence Crawford to a promotional deal with Snack, just like Devin Haney, just like Mikey Garcia, just like Boots
Caleb Plant.
Simmons, just like Sean Porter, just like Caleb Plant. All of these guys were signed as actual to advertise this product. Snack isn't even a program. Snack is a supplement. That's what pisses me off the most. Like,
It's because Cam, they see that training center out in California, but they don't understand that's just one training center. That's where they're based out of.
you feel me? But this shit gets it's outright redamn ridiculous. Like I just had to, man, it oh my god, it's disgusting. This shit is downright disgusting. Man, listen to this nonsense, bro. And the thing about it is, like you just said, Gooch, these guys are misleading, providing misinformation to literally thousands of subscribers, thousands of viewers, thousands of people around the country, around the world are tuning in and they're listening to this propaganda and they're taking and carrying it on as if this is the truth when it's not, man. Hit my mic for me, gang.
Pull a timer out. The timekeeper, you know that's what they do. So we said David Avenue used right? It was rare. So he went to sleep, correct? So watch out. So if that's the case, right? So if Terence Crawford is just a different person since Victor Conte, why didn't he not shut Porter out? And why didn't he cause like real damage to Errol Spence face?
Well, that's the reason what. Hey, Jamal, you are a very intelligent young man. That's what I'm asking you.
No, my name
That's
is
what I'm asking you.
That's actually motorsport, Brother Mark.
Oh, motorsports. I'm sorry. I keep calling you Jamal. Motorsports. Thank you, Terrell.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking you. That's the question I'm saying.
I just don't. I'm not going to buy into it that Terence Crawford looked different because he's on Victor Conte program and he had 3 fights and he didn't hurt. He didn't really hurt Sean Porter or Errol Spence, and he just knocked out David Avenue. I'm gonna say he just a different fighter.
Wait a second. I agree with you that he didn't hurt Sean Porter. That was his first fight with them, with Victor Conte. He didn't hurt Sean Porter. But you know when you're on supplements, and I'm talking about legal now, performance enhancing. You saw what the snack program said on Instagram. You know it builds up the more you fight with it. So the first fight was with Sean Porter. He couldn't hurt Porter, dropped him twice. The second fight, he knocked David Evanesian out cold, over 40 seconds flat. The man was unconscious. In the third fight, he disfigured Errol Spence's face. And actually, when he dropped Errol Spence twice, he actually was hurt. It wasn't a Sean Porter situation where he got dropped twice and he still was alert and up. No, I'm telling you, I was there. I saw it live. Errol Spence was real hurt, bro, when he got knocked down.
Now, you see that? See, I don't agree with that. Like, I don't agree that Errol Spence just got hurt. You get what I'm saying? He got beat up. Yeah, he got a. But maybe I look at it because I'm from the streets, right? So
okay, you know
get
what?
Fights all the time. You get beat up. You get punched in your face. That's just gonna happen. You just want to go down and you look good.
All right,
I'm saying he didn't get hurt as far as like why he ain't got no all those clean effective punches he took. Why he ain't got no broken eye sockets, no broken jaw,
no broken noses, no missing teeth. Why he ain't got none of that? He just got hit clean.
Here's the thing. I'm glad you said that because I'm not an in-ring performance expert, and I told you that before. But I had the referee in that fight, Motorsports. If you was here, I had the referee on this channel, and I interviewed him, and he told me by round 5 he was ready to stop the fight. The professional referee said that Errol Spence was hurt. In fact, even if you didn't hear the interview, he brought the ringside position in the ring after 4 rounds. So,
oh yeah, I watched. Right, I seen
right.
that. But
So,
what I mean, all right. But what I mean by
Errol
hurt
Spence
is
was
like
hurt.
broken bones. Like I mean by broken bones. Like when Errol Spence fought Ugas, he hurt Ugas. Like he hurt that man. That man couldn't fight for a couple months. Like he couldn't fight. He broken shoulder bones, broken eye sockets. But that's what I mean by he didn't hurt these guys. Like
Was
that's
that
what I mean by he didn't hurt.
Wait, you said the Ugas fight?
Yeah, like Errol Spence broke that man bones.
Right. So what was the fight that Earl fought before that? That was Danny Garcia, right?
Danny Garcia. Yeah.
Right. And then after Danny Garcia fought Spence, I think Crawford fought Porter, right?
Yeah, Crawford fought Porter. But if you remember, and this is another thing, I heard y'all was talking earlier on the panel when they said they were talking about the lead up. And I think D-Town had said something about it, the lead up to the fight where like Crawford at one point said he didn't need Spence, but he didn't see the fight happening and everything. It was because after the Danny Garcia fight, they asked Errol Spence in the ring about Bud Crawford. And Errol Spence said, I don't know why this man coming to my fights. I don't go to his fights. Basically disrespected Bud. And then after that, that's when Bud was just saying, like, I don't need him. If the fight gonna happen, if it don't, or whatever, I don't need this guy. That's what happened.
No. All right, but hold on. Before we go in there, I have a question about something. Because you confirmed something with me, and this is what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to picture it in my mind so we all can be on the same page. So Errol Spence fought Errol Spence fought Danny Garcia, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Errol Spence fought Danny Garcia after the car accident, right? And then Crawford went and fought Sean Porter. No, hear me out.
Yes.
Danny Garcia, Errol Spence fought after the car wreck, right?
Yes.
Sean Porter and Crawford fought after Spence fought Danny Garcia, right?
Yes.
Errol Spence looked the same to you, even in this fight, right?
And looked the same to me as he looked at it with Danny and Ugas?
Yeah. No. From this fight with Crawford and Danny Garcia.
Yeah. Looks like the same guy.
Got you. So my question to you now becomes, if Spence looked the same when he fought Crawford in this fight than he did when he fought Danny Garcia, and Crawford fought Sean Porter after Garcia, my question becomes, what did he go to snack for to fight a guy who looked equally the same? Is my mic on? Hello.
he was working with Victor Conte already.
Right. He was working with him before he fought Porter, a few months before him, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. So he was working with Conte a few months before he fought Porter. After he saw Spence fight Garcia. So I'm asking you, if Spence looked the same when he fought Garcia after the car wreck than he did when he fought Crawford, what did Crawford go with Victor for? Because he can beat the same guy he did the night of this fight.
What the
That's like
fuck?
saying why would Errol Spence not go with Blue
See,
Ray?
you going to why can't you Bud fans answer the questions, bro?
Because I can't answer.
Damn, Cam left out again. I can answer that shit though. I can. My answer to that bullshit is you on some bullshit, Manager Marty. You really are. Because simple fact of the matter is, you're really out here trying to push the narrative of Bud was going to snack, made him a super boxer now. Are you fucking serious? Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Oh yeah. See, it's mudjuggers like him, y'all. Is one of the reasons why I made Is Boxing to You. Because simple fact of the matter is, all these people do down here in Omaha, Nebraska is work their ass off.
Thank you.
So for you to be out here and then have cats that follow Buzz like Sugar J, and then it's people like you that's out here trying to say that they own PEDs. Come on, man.
Hey, check this out. Check this out, Gooch. They wasn't saying none of this shit before the fight even happened. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't even saying this shit. Now they do got their ass whooped, which he took his L on his own, went on his Instagram, which his dick right should be looking at, and he even said, I lost like a man. I lost.
He even told them, man, making excuses. For y'all making excuses, y'all got to be the ones that be, what'd he say? Get chased home from the bus from school. Like, y'all on some coward shit.
Right,
Quit
bro.
making excuses for this dude. He don't even want y'all making excuses for it. And here it is, a guy like this shooting that propaganda time and time again. Manager Marty, man.
Hey.
Oh, you go. Oh, oh yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hey, here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. It's just making their guy look worse.
So now, so y'all heard the bullshit, right?
You know we did.
Y'all heard the bullshit. So, like I said, we have a live interview from Victor Conte, who sat down with Steve Kim and Mario Lopez. Let's watch.
And we're back now on the 3 Knockdown Rule on the UFC Fight Pass. Steve Kim, Mario Lopez. And Mario, I'll let you do the intro. We have a very special guest on the Championship Hotline.
You know what? Honestly, one of my favorite people, fascinating individual, former bass player of Tower of Power and a couple other cool bands. But aside from that, a man who many think is a doctor, but is just a brilliant individual, Mr. Victor Conte, ladies and gentlemen. Starring in the very popular trending documentary Hall of Shame, currently on Netflix. Congratulations, Victor. Prior to that, of course, you were known as the founder of Balco and also of SNAC, both of which are acronyms for Bay Area Laboratory Cooperative and Scientific Nutrition for Advanced Conditioning. You come up with the coolest acronyms that are catchy. Did you like the documentary? Did you feel it was a fair portrayal?
Well, that's not the documentary that I signed up to make, but based upon the response, I like that. So, shout out to the Netflix people for apparently they knew what they were doing. That particular series, as you might have noticed, is kind of more sinister. The Problem Child. It's about attempted suicide. It's apparently people like the dark side stuff. So I wanted to include a little more about boxing, what I call Act 3, and some of the anti-doping movement stuff, and talk a little bit about VADA and so on. But we didn't get much of a chance to do that.
I told Cam, I said, because he knows how I feel about you, I said, I feel Victor came off like a very likable Bond villain, if that makes sense.
Well, let me tell you something that's funny. When you listen to the beginning of the film, if you go back and listen carefully, you hear bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. And I said, what's this music, right?
Yeah.
And I said, that's the theme for Pink Panther. So remember the comedy? Of course. You guys are old enough. You should remember that. I remember. I'll look back. If you remember, there was a bumbling, inept investigator.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
In this film, that role is played by Jeff Nowitzki. And then there's the master thief who he's trying to catch, and of course he makes all sorts of mistakes and trips over his shoestrings and so on, and it's pretty funny. And maybe it's just me, but I thought maybe there was some kind of connection there between the guy that wrote the music for the documentary and the Pink Panther theme.
You know what I found really fascinating, and I actually knew this, but it reminded me, because when we had met initially, I always used to call you Dr. Conte. Dr. Conte this, Dr. Conte. And then one time you told me, he goes, Mario, that's very nice, but, I'm not a doctor. And I just assumed, because you take a person's blood, you read the test results, and you're obviously a highly intelligent individual, and you're dealing in this world of chemistry, that you would have to be a doctor. How did you become so knowledgeable in this particular space, being a musician and not being your background? That's like fascinating to me. You became the go-to guy. It's so weird.
How this all happened was a friend of my cousin's owned a laboratory that was originally in Santa Barbara. And they have this technology, an ICP, which stands for inductively coupled plasma, and it's an atomic emission spectrometer. It took me years to be able to even pronounce it correctly. But then I literally ran an ad in the Yellow Pages for a medical director for the laboratory that we were building. And he took me to Stanford University to the Lane Medical Library and helped me get a library card. And then I started going there and crawling around on my hands and knees 60, 70 hours a week, Xeroxing all these scientific journals to learn about the effect of minerals and trace elements. And what people may or may not realize is all the hormones and enzymes in your body are dependent upon an adequate supply of minerals and trace elements. So if you don't have those, your testosterone will drop, growth hormone levels will drop, etc. So I began to see and start studying about, and a lot of the research was the Department of Military Medicine, like SEAL trainees, and they would determine that on a train day, and they looked at all the not only physiological stressors but psychological stressors. And on a train day compared to a rest day, you would find double the concentration of these micronutrients in urine. So I realized elite athletes, the way they train and how much they sweat and so on, that I bet you a lot of these guys have depletions and deficiencies in minerals and trace elements.
Well, speaking of which, that's what you began doing, is doing diagnostics on athletes. Now, do you believe the title was interesting, because as soon as you came up and you said to me, Steve, this is what they're calling it, Hall of Shame, I said, oh, okay, they're going to go this direction. You kind of knew. Do you think the documentary at least cleared up the perception that still exists that Balco just sprouted up in 1998 and was giving out illegal PEDs? Because the history is that it began in 1984. You guys were a very clean operation for about 15 years. Sure. Do you think it at least did that?
I think that it did, yes. The people, and that's why I was so against that title in the beginning, because I felt like it was going to broad stroke all those athletes from back in the 80s, and Super Bowl championship teams and big names like John Elway and Dan Marino and Steve Atwater and Bill Romanowski, and of course Bill a little later did go down the slippery slope with me, but many athletes that I worked with over that 16-year period, I never gave them any performance-enhancing drugs. And I thought that's what they were doing, was they were going to broad stroke everybody, and I felt bad for those that I had worked with over the years.
Mario, when you go up to the snack facilities, okay, I've been there a few times, the pictures of every athlete is on the walls. Like, he lists them proudly. It doesn't matter. And that's the question that I have is, Victor, you never ran from your past. Why is that?
Because you can't run from your past. It is who it is. When you got to realize that from 2003 until 2013, over that decade, my friend Terry Thompson, that was the sports editor of the New York Daily News, told me that they ran a search and determined that over 300 feature stories about me and Balco have been written in the New York Daily News. This was a Balco boss, Balco investigator, Balco athlete, Balco lawyers. Everything was Balco, 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 Balco. And that name, as you know, the title of articles is what, and people kind of got into this like a long-running soap opera, I guess. So as soon as they saw that headline, of course, they'd want to read it.
And if you watch the doc, you put it out there. You say, "I never gave anyone any steroids." You said, which I found fascinating because I think the perception is just like you said, that Balco was set up, and that's specifically what you did. But you say you didn't, and yet you attracted these high-level stars, these athletes from different sports, from the Barry Bonds to the Marion Jones and what have you. And so you gave them their blood work, you told them where their deficiencies are, and then they took that information and did with it what someone who does do in that. I'm speculating. I don't know. Is that
you're correct? And if you notice at one point in the film when I said, now I had to learn how to formulate supplements. And the reason was because I would tell people what they were low in. Let's just say it was a half a dozen different minerals and trace elements. Some they would take in the morning, some in the afternoon, some in the evening, because you can't take them together because they have competitive and antagonistic interactions.
Right.
What I quickly learned was the industry standard was to put calcium, a form of calcium, dicalcium sulfate, inside as a filler. And you go to GNC and buy iron, 18 milligram, or zinc, 15 milligram, and the other 985 milligrams was calcium. Well, then I learned that calcium significantly inhibits the absorption of all the other minerals and trace elements by as much as 50%. So I tested everybody, told them to go buy this stuff at a health food store at GNC, retest them in 6 weeks, and the blood values weren't changing. I had to figure out why. So then I took the calcium out and put in other inert things and started getting the most bioavailable forms. And so I couldn't test people, tell them what to do, and have them come back in 6 weeks and say, well, why do my blood results look exactly the same? It's because the products on the market were doing nothing more than giving you the most expensive urine in the world.
So you weren't necessarily even the steroids, you were giving them for them not to appear. Later, essentially, right?
I was trying to replete their body stores, so we developed what you would call an individualized program. Genetically, many other factors would cause you to be high or low. Certain people absorb. Steve might absorb 40% of magnesium, and you might absorb 20. There's a lot of factors that go into that: psychological, physiological, genetically, and so on. So wherever you started, my analogy would be, and this is how I describe it to the boxers, that we're plugging you into the auto-diagnostic machine, okay? And we find you got X amount of horsepower, but look at this. You got a little low compression in this cylinder. Let's fix that. You got a little low vacuum over here. If you're a little more rich or lean over here in the fuel. And we make these adjustments to maximize the horsepower. But how do you know what you need and how much to take unless you do this diagnostic in the beginning? So that's the very first step with everybody is comprehensive blood testing. And we do at least 50 different parameters. So it's very comprehensive. All the anabolic hormones, the immune system, red blood cells, white blood cells, overtraining markers, etc.
Right, and keep this in mind. Patrick Arnold, who was mentioned prominently, came up with the clear and the cream.
Right.
So, and remember, and Victor said this many times, look, what really was the rage in the late 90s was undetectable PEDs.
Right.
How to beat the test.
And hence the clear and the cream. By the way, you were looking really good right there when you had your shirt off sometimes. Victor, you were looking. Yeah, exactly. You were looking really lean.
And let me correct something you just said, Steve. You said that he came up with the clear and the cream. First of all, there were 2 versions of the clear. There was just not one clear. The first one was called norbolethone. That was something that was in the scientific literature. Rife Laboratories made this in the 60s, and then they discontinued making it because they had some liver hepatic issues there, and they never brought it to market. So he just made like a gallon of this stuff And it was all over the place, NFL, and I mean, craziness, you know. But then once I got a hold of this and I started doing testing on it, I realized that the dosage needed to be much lower than what I was originally told, and the frequency. And then the cream was something that I came up with, because anytime you take any kind of a steroid, it suppresses your own endogenous production of testosterone. And this is why you hear about bodybuilders and their balls are shrinking, because they're not producing any testosterone. So the testers are looking for this. So the actual way the program was structured, Monday the clear, Tuesday the cream, because you suppressed your own endogenous production of testosterone, we bring it back up to normal. Wednesday the clear, Thursday the cream, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So it was a 4 days on, 3 days off, and then 3 weeks on, and then 1 week off. This was specifically to lessen any potential side effects. And of course, I was also testing liver function, cholesterol fractions, all these for health and safety purposes. You don't think I knew that if somebody was harmed, that their blood wouldn't be on my hands? So this whole idea that I was reckless, dangerous, all this kind of stuff, trust me, anybody that was using stuff when I started, they were using it before I started working with them. Okay, so instead of buying it out of the dark alleys and out of trunks of cars and gyms, they were now bringing it under all the lights of a clinical laboratory, and we were doing it as safe as we possibly could. Now, were there risks involved? Of course.
Well, that's what my question was right here. Let's eliminate sport for a second, just for purposes of a conversation. If a guy like Kim, who doesn't do any physical activity, when a guy just wants to hang out, say he just wants to look better, right? Just your average guy just wants to look physically strong and wants to appear more confident and just have bigger muscles and what have you. How dangerous really is these anabolic steroids? Aren't they kind of
listen? There are guys that say, "Show me the dead bodies." There's really no acute here and now dynamic. Steroids are not like EPO can thicken your blood. You can have a stroke and die. Okay, there are things that are very dangerous, but steroids, and I classify them in 2 ways: use and abuse.
Right.
So normally, where a guy might take a couple hundred milligrams every other week of testosterone, and to put that in perspective, on average, a male generates 50 milligrams a week or 7 milligrams a day. So this is how, and we'll move on to this issue of testing in the 4-to-1 ratio. You can take triple your circulating testosterone level and still be flying under the radar of the 4-to-1 TE ratio. So this is how, when what's going on today is that there are no more clear. You heard any more designer steroids lately? The answer is no. And the reason is because anabolic steroids are so easy to detect, and they've developed methods that literally double and triple the length of time. It used to clear in a few days. Now orals will maybe clear in 4 to 6 weeks, and injectables maybe 3 or 4 months, and some up to a year.
Right, I'm not talking about competition. I'm just talking about if the average guy wanted to use them, they're essentially not dangerous, and would you even say good for you?
Well,
hey, why this nigga Mario Lopez asking like he trying to pop in and take him some steroids? I'm not talking about competition. I'm just talking about the regular schmo who wants to lift weights and look good for the hoes.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, what you trying to do, brother?
That's crazy.
You trying to juice up too, brother?
Be my age,
right?
Or even your age. Okay. So how do you know that? If you're tested and your testosterone level is low, and you bring it up, say the normal range is 300 to 1100, and the average is 550. Okay. Is it going to hurt you to bring it up to like 750? No, the side effects would be virtually non-existent. But a pro bodybuilder, as an example, where you do a couple hundred milligrams, every 2 weeks, they're doing like 5,000 milligrams a week. You tested a pro bodybuilder one time, and his serum testosterone level was 21,000.
What?
Now, some of these guys, of course, have heart attacks, and so that now I'm talking about abuse.
We're talking about.
I'm not suggesting abuse.
the stigma that it's bad for you, it can kill. It actually could be good for
like
you.
a glass of wine could be good for you. You drink 2 bottles a night, you're an alcoholic
Right.
under
Very
a bridge. Victor,
Great analogies, Steve.
Victor, and I hope I'm not an example of that. Now, Victor, your overall thoughts on what has taken place with Dillian White and Alicia Baumgartner, and I wrap this up by asking also, how rampant are illegal PEDs in the year 2023 in your view?
Well, relative to when VADA started back in 2011, the beginning of 2012 was the first tests that were done if you recall, it was Nonito Donaire who did 24/7, 365 back in 2012. And by the way, he also won Boxing Writers Association Fighter of the Year with 4 wins over Juan Manuel Marquez, who knocked out Manny Pacquiao. So it shows you that a champion can, be clean and do remarkable things in the world of boxing. Now back to say it was 80% before, and maybe it's 60% now. I still think it's a majority, and the reason is because the promoters are not doing adequate testing. And in particular, I'll tell you who the worst are is Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, and Al Heyman and PBC. Now, they may do testing at an event of just the headliner, okay? But other guys on the card, like my fighters, like a Demetrius Andrade, who fought in January on the card in DC with Tank, okay? He wasn't tested at all, 0. How do you have a 2-time world champion in a pay-per-view event with 21,000 people there and have 0 testing?
And that's the thing. Goes to like baseball or even football, I'd say, when you're hitting with your fist and the object of the sport is to inflict pain, that's when steroids are that's when, in which I'm sure you would agree, that it becomes dangerous and perhaps even lethal.
Absolutely. And let me talk about the specific cases that you just asked me about, okay? Especially Alicia Baumgartner. There's this recent one. The data is so ridiculous where they do the testing at which they call matchroom drug testing, right? But here's what they're doing. They're hiring this company called Drug Free Sport. Originally, it was IDTM, which is based in Sweden, and now it's in Missouri here in the United States. And they do a lot of testing for baseball, football, NCAA, etc. But here's what I learned. The promoter can go to them, and just like a menu in a restaurant, where VADA orders everything on the menu, all prohibited substances at all times. They follow the water code, which is no stimulants and no narcotics during training camp. And then apparently in her case, when they do the anabolic steroid panel with VADA, 65 steroids are included. And apparently in her case, there was only 8 included. Now, here's the bizarre part about this. My understanding, let's put it that way, is that a promoter can say, I want to do these little panel of tests here, but not others. And then when the results come back, I don't want anybody to get those results. Just send them to the promoter exclusively. No commission, no sanctioning body. And if the promoter decides to show these results, well, maybe they do and maybe they don't. Okay? So this is highly shady business going on, in my opinion. Now, also, she did a test, which was the 16th of June. Then she did another test the week of the fight, I guess the 12th of July. Then she did a third test, which was at the fight on August the 15th. So it was June 16th, and then the fight was in July. So July 15th and 12th and July 15th. Well, it was a full 30 days later when they came forward with the data, and 2 things that were discovered. First of all, Eddie Hearn had those test results for 5 days before anybody found out.
Hey man, whoever that is in the background, we're not opening up the panel right now till we done cooking.
Secondly, the protocol is that you're supposed to ship all samples collected for drug testing overnight. Well, now we know that this sample from the one that tested positive sat in the doping control officer's house for 9 days before they sent it in.
Can't do that.
Now let's say one more thing. This company, if you look online, there have been allegations and in fact a lawsuit, and one of the senior people that worked in the company, she was going to rat them out because there was evidence that somebody within this organization, when a positive drug test came back, offered in exchange for money to cover it up.
Ooh, shady. Victor, we have to get going because we're waiting. We're going to be talking to Crawford. Last question that we have: what's he like to work with? What do you think of him as an athlete? Where's he rank?
Very special. He's a great guy. The more you get to know him, the more you like him. I have tremendous respect for him. He's a fun guy, but a lot of people don't know him, and it took me a while to warm up to him. But I would say the thing that I appreciate the most about Terence is his loyalty.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. And then just a question. I'm just curious with about your response. Obviously, there's still steroids in sports in general. I remember one time we had a conversation. You said, Mario, there's always going to be one guy a step ahead that's going to be able to be ahead of the testing and be able to clear it. Is that still the case?
Well, that's the case, but let me just in short tell you what the new doping is about. It's taking your own endogenous hormones. That means testosterone. That means EPO. That means growth hormone. That means insulin. That means thyroid. Your body makes all of these, right? So it's very difficult to differentiate between what is endogenous, produced by your body, and comes from outside. And they have what they call a threshold. So they microdose, as I know you heard about, and if it's a 4-to-1 TE ratio, testosterone to epi-testosterone ratio, they'll pull it up to 3-to-1 and just fly under the radar, so to speak.
Wow.
Let me just say one final thing. I could not be more pleased at however this happened to have as a part of the Snack System team 3 undisputed fighters: Terence Crawford, Devin Haney, and Clarissa Shields.
Bravo. All right, well, Victor, when you're in LA, you got to pay us an in-studio visit. We'd love to have you here. We've got a lot more time.
Will do. And listen, congratulations on your continued success. You guys are the big dogs.
All right.
Thank you.
And there it is from Dr. Conte. Victor, thank you. We'll be back with more of the 3 knockdown rule.
Now, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute before we jump into this Bud interview, because it's on the same demonstration. Now, check this out. They said, he just stated, the snack program has 3 undisputed champions a part of their stable: Terence Bud Crawford, Devin Haney, Clarissa Shields. Right. Now, they are swearing up and down that Terence Bud Crawford and Devin Haney are on performance-enhancing drugs. Now, my question is, if in fact this is true, what is it about just these 2? Why is it Clarissa Shields being accused of being on performance-enhancing drugs? As a matter of fact, whenever you talk about Clarissa Shields, the first thing they say is she's a good boxer. She's technically sound, but she doesn't have any power.
Then let's talk about boobs.
And since she's been on the snack program, she still has not recorded any knockouts.
And let's not forget about Boots.
Let's not forget about Jerron Boots Ennis. He is also a snack-sponsored athlete. However, why haven't we seen the training wheels be taken off of Boots for his career we've seen him perform in 30 different showcase fights, showcasing his talent and his skill, but never quite any step-ups. Now, then, let's go here. Why haven't we seen Caleb Plant, who just smacked the shit out of Jamal Charlo, why haven't we seen him have this string of knockout success? But they'll try to say, well, yeah, he did before he got stopped and lost to David, or not, before he lost to David Benavidez, Caleb Plant was knocking niggas out. So we could say that Caleb Plant been on the, well, why didn't he knock out David Benavidez? Because Bud knocked out Errol. So something about this propaganda that you niggas are smearing and throwing out here is not making no sense, because once it sounded double-sided, because y'all saying, y'all applying it to two different fighters because they beat two of your favorite fighters, but you can't apply that same logic to any of the other fighters on the program, as you're calling it, and I'll give it the air quotes, because they're not having the same success. So, since Jermell Charlo is undisputed, and we just heard that PBC doesn't like to issue its results of its PED testing, is Jermell on performance-enhancing drugs? Since we saw that Errol Spence Jr. had the car accident that could have been potentially fatal, and by the grace of God, he was able to walk away with minor, in comparison to what could have been, minor injuries, but those minor injuries were still enough to keep him away from the ring for more than a year. But the injuries that he suffered actually would keep the average individual out at least a year and a half or more from their regular job. This man is competing at the highest level in professional contact sports. So was Errol Spence on performance-enhancing drugs to heal up his body? Because this man has performed at a high level. He has talked about his body being in pain and his hips hurting and all of these different things, but he still continued to push on, press on, and continue to perform at a high level, and even scored a knockout victory against Yordenis Ugas, in which y'all called him the eye collector, because he swole up Danny's eye, but he fucked up Yordenis Ugas' eye. So once y'all called him the eye collector, saying he looks the same, after he beat Danny and said he was only 70% against Danny. Y'all told him he looked the same against Danny. He came out, dog walked Yordenis Ugas. Y'all said he looked the same. We went into the all access where we saw him sparring two different guys. Y'all said he looked the same. Y'all watched him hit the heavy bag and the mitts at the actual press conference and the press release and the press workout, and y'all said he looked the same. He came out on July 29th and won the first round, fighting the exact same way that he's always fought, and y'all said he looks the same, but now after he gets his ass whooped, suddenly something was wrong. Suddenly there was a problem. Suddenly there was an issue. Suddenly he was high. He didn't look right. Bud is on PEDs. Bud done sold his soul to them people. Bud done sacrificed somebody. Bud had a cold and he gave it to Errol. The pay-per-view only did 700,000 pay-per-view buys. What else? Bud loaded his gloves. Bud stacked his hand wraps. Errol baby mama drugged him. Who else? Bernie the boxer paid a mole to be in Errol's camp after y'all called Bernie bro. Then y'all turn around and said Shakur gave away Errol's game plan to Bud, so he went and played cool with Errol and dared to find out what they was gonna do against Bud. Then went backstage and told Bud. All of these different bullshit excuses we have heard after this fight. And the worst part about it is it's coming from the fan base, not even from the fighter or his camp. And y'all know what I got to say to that. Y'all know what we got to say to that. If you don't know, now you know. Yes, Lord. Sock it to me. Pastor Gooch, can you mute my mic, brother? You know what time it is. You know what they got to do. You know what they got to do, Pastor. I don't even know why we playing with them. Go ahead and mute my mic, Pastor, because it's that time. It's time to shut down the excuses. They got to let it go. Yes, Lord. Sock it to me. Oh, they Crawford at 9. You making excuses? You need to just let it go. Looking back over the years, these niggas shedding some tears. Told myself time and time again, Errol Spence is gonna win. Through all the fuss and the fighting, debating and lying, now I'm sitting here crying. Cause when Spence got dropped in the ninth and now, Budden changed my mind. I think I better let it go. Looks like another Bud TKO. Oh, I think I better let it go. Let it go, EJ. Looks like another Bud TKO. Tried to take control of Bud took control of me. All of the lying I was doing on YouTube, now them niggas roll with me. Through all the bumps and the bruises and all the fight, now Spence is a loser. Trying to hold on, his face is gone. Now Derrick James is singing a song. I think I better let it go. What you say? Looks like another Bud TKO. Oh, Spence, you need to let it go. Let it go, EJ. Looks like another Bud TKO. Oh, bitch.
I'll mix your mic, gang.
Shout out to yeah, man. These busters need to let it go, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all need to tell them every time they get to making them excuses and y'all hearing them on their line, just tell them they need to let it go. Drop the song for them. Yes, indeed, man. But hey, one love to everybody that's tuned in. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, man. Let me jump off into the rest of this interview. And yeah, man, we're gonna cook on this thing, man.
And we're back on the 3 knockdown rule on UFC Fight. And Mario, I don't think this young man needs an introduction, but you know what? I'm gonna have
the undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Mr. Terence Bud Crawford. Welcome to the show, my man. Yes.
What's going on?
Hey man, first of all, of course, congratulations. But I'm so happy to see you finally get your flowers, as the kids say, and do this big victory lap. I've been seeing you on the show, and man, I saw you on Charlemagne talking about Charlemagne. Got to know a little bit more about the game before he starts talking to you and all that. But I've been seeing you do a lot of different shows that obviously you haven't had the opportunity to do before, and it's great when fighters of your caliber and Errol Spence finally step into that ring and make it happen. But it took a minute. Did you ever give up on facing Errol Spence in years past? Like you said, this shit's just taking too long.
Yeah, I gave up a little bit, but I circled back once I left Top Rank and see if we could get a fight between me and Errol Spence align with each other. The talks started off good, but then it went bad once we started talking about the terms and stuff like that, transparency. And at that point in time, I decided to take the Avenesian fight. And after that fight, I just was like, okay, let me circle back and see, if this fight really can be made or not.
Terence, I remember last October of 2022, a press release came out about 8 o'clock at night, which never happens. It says, Terence Crawford, David Avenesi. And I said, oh, okay. And it said BLAK Prime. And I was like, wait, what?
BLK.
Okay, right. And I remember you did a live stream that night kind of explaining your position. In your view, what were the chances or the percentages of the Spence fight happening next? Were you encouraged, or were you kind of skeptical that this fight would ever happen at that point with you and Errol?
Well, at that time, I was kind of, having mixed emotions because I already said, certain things I wasn't going to bend on, and I know certain things they wasn't going to bend on. And at that time, I was like, well, maybe the fight's not going to happen. But once me and Errol Spence got on the phone and we both explained to each other how much we wanted to fight each other and make history, then that's when I got the confidence that the fight will happen next.
Well, the build-up, the heated pre-fight press conference, Derek James disrespecting your trainer, Bo Mack. I'm sure you're...
You see what happened, though, right?
Pardon me?
You see what happened, though, right?
That's exactly it.
Derek James, he did a lot of disrespecting my coach. The media was disrespecting my coach. The fans, they was disrespecting my coach. But, he showed high-level coaching the night of the fight, and I don't think Derek James was on his level when it's all done, when you compare the two. I believe that they didn't have a backup plan. I believe, him telling his fighter to step around, and that's all he was telling them. That was bad coaching for that night. Not to say that Derek James is a bad coach at all, because I wouldn't disrespect him by saying that, because he's a great coach. He's done great things in the sport of boxing. But that night, he got out-coached.
Oh, that's a classy way to put it. And speaking of that night, Bud, did the fight play out how you envisioned?
No, not at all. I thought it was going to be a harder fight. I thought, I trained for the fight to be a tough one. Not saying that it was easy, because I think all the fights is won in the gym. When you get to this high level, everything is about inches. And once you get to this level, no fights is easy. But I thought the fight was going to be more difficult. But once I got in there and I see what Errol Spence was bringing to the table, I knew in my heart that, I had it in the bag.
Terence, I want to talk about a couple of days before the fight. I thought throughout the whole week you were the alpha. I mean, you set a tone, and I remember watching the press conference where you basically told everyone on both sides, like, hey, let's calm down. This is about me and two guys. Let's not, act up here. But then someone got on your nerve on Spence's side, and you basically said, hey, don't do it. Don't do this. You got kind of heated at the guy, and I think everyone was like, oh, you mean business. did you feel in your own mind it was getting almost too tense on both sides from people that had nothing to do with the fight on that particular day?
Well, it's been that way. You know, when you look at the build-up, when you look at the hype around the fight, when you look at both sides of the fans for each fighter, it's been, you know, that way. Especially when you got two high-prize black fighters in the urban area, you know, you got to pick a side. So you have fans from his fans, you know, tweeting and saying all kinds of crazy stuff to me. You got people from my fans tweeting and saying crazy stuff about him, and they made it more personal with the fight, surrounding the fight, than me and Errol did. Me and Errol is two professionals, and we just want to be great. We just want to, you know, be recognized as the best fighter in the world. We have the same goals, but the fighters going to fight the fight. The fans wanted to fight the fight and be fans, you know, be businessmen. They want to be lawyers. They want to be promoters. They want to be all of it in one. And I think, you know, that's what made the fight more intriguing because of how it separated us as, I would say, brothers, because we both black.
Yeah, you know, Terence, what's interesting is I know you're on Twitter, but you don't tweet a lot. And I still recall your sister TT, she's come back. She doesn't back down from anybody. She got right into the mix. How much of that slander, because I thought some of it did get slanderous and some outright lies from the other side. How much did you actually see of that? And did it ever really reach a point where it made you angry?
No, I've been getting lied on and all kinds of crazy stuff my whole career down there, you know, so that's nothing that surprised me, you know. It's just that, you know, when I fought Avanesian, that was my time to tell my side of the story, because normally I just let fans and the naysayers say what they want because it don't affect me, so I just let them talk. But it comes a point in time where you got to stand up for yourself and you got to say, look, this is not true. This is not true. This is what was really going on, and this is what happened, and this is why the fight didn't fall through. And at that point in time, you know, people still saying I was lying, I was ducking, I was asking for too much, I was this, I was that. And I just said, okay, cool. I said what I said. I made my peace. Now there's nothing for me else, nothing left for me to say. You know, at that time, you got to just say to yourself, it doesn't matter what you do. They're going to believe what they want. They're going to take it how they're going to take it. And that's just how it's going to be.
You're right. And I feel like you're the type of man, too, that doesn't get flustered too easily or intimidated. So you're going to do what you're going to do. Will the rematch clause be enforced, Bud, or what's the latest on all that?
I don't know. You know, that's something that Errol got to discuss with his team, and they the one that got to make the decision whether, you know, or not to go into a rematch by the end of this year or not.
And Bud, my understanding is since you were the winner, if Errol says, okay, we're doing the rematch, you get the decision on the weight class. Tell me if that's correct, and would you have a problem with the second fight being at 154?
Yeah, that is correct. You know, I'm in charge now. You know, the ball's in my court. You know, I'm the point guard, so I'm able to do whatever I want to do at this point in time, at whatever weight.
And I'm sure at this point in time, too, Bud, you're going to be very selective on the fights you want to make, and you want to make the big money fights and the fights that turn into big events and what have you. And I know on other shows, people be not knowing the fight game, talk about you jumping up 2-3 weight classes. Would there be any consideration? I know Canelo was a name that was popped out there. Would you ever even entertain going? Because I don't think that he's a thick little dude. I don't think he can go much lower. Would you ever consider going up to 68, or is that just kind of ridiculous? As I say it out loud, it sounds ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous? I meant what I said.
That's 20 pounds.
Listen. would be my opportunity to show everybody how great Terence Crawford really is. If Canelo win that fight and accept my challenge, and I come up to 168 and challenge him for undisputed in his weight, and that fight happened, then, man, I'm gonna just show everybody, that skills pay the bills, and I got the skills to do it all in that ring.
Mario, I'm going to tell you right now. What about that life? No, if Bud beats Canelo, you better move someone off your Mount Rushmore. Oh, you better get a new sculptor. You already know how I feel about Bud. Bud, for years, man, I've been a big fan. Aside from your skill set, I love the way you carry yourself and with your family.
I can't say the same for Steve. Steve used to be a big hater.
No. You know what's funny, Terrence? I actually have probably stuck up for him more than anybody. But Terrence, you know what's funny?
I know I've been a big fan for a long time. And real quick, aside from him as a fighter, I love the way he is with his family. I want to get to the kids and all that in a second. I've actually had him on my show. But real quick, Bud, strong work ethic. Never see you out of shape. Obviously fundamentally sound. Best switch hitter, ambidextrous fighter I've seen. And damn it, I love that mean spirit to close that show right there. Do you, when you're not fighting and you have a fight lined up, obviously you stay in shape, but do you make it a point to stay out of the boxing gym, or you just do other things to keep you in shape?
Well, I do other things. I played basketball today with my nephew, but I still went to the gym. I didn't work out, but just my presence, motivate those kids in the gym. So, I'm constantly doing things. I'm constantly, trying to stay active. So if I'm not in the boxing gym training, I'm still getting a workout in.
Did you, and I know your boys wrestled, which I love, because mine do too. Did you wrestle growing up, Bud? And I saw you messing around on some video with someone. I was like, you did a nice little sprawl, had a nice little shot. And then I know you were in Nebraska. You got them cornfed boys wrestling all the time. How much was wrestling a part of your life?
Well, I didn't like wrestling. I wrestled. I quit in the 7th grade, but I never really liked the wrestling, because I grew up where there was a lot of studs. The guys that I was wrestling with, all of them was going to college. They all was, 3-time state champions, so it was real tough, and at that time I was still boxing. I still had that anger problem. So getting took down and getting pinned and stuff like that. Not say I wasn't, handling my own, but, wrestling is a tough sport and it get competitive and it get intense. And I always ended up wanting to throw blows. I always wanted to fight. So it was just
MMA. But it's ironic because you got your boys into it.
Yeah, because I know how great wrestling is for just life purposes.
Yeah.
Just having the foundation to, do any sport. I think wrestling go hand in hand with any sport because you learn your body so much in wrestling that you can't do in other sports. Wrestling and gymnastics, I think, is the two most, the two best sports you can do to actually learn your body and learn, balance and learn how to control, your upper body and your lower body together. So, and it makes you strong as shit at that. So I put my kids in at a young age, at the age of 3, because I always said, you're going to be able to protect yourself, whether you want to or not. Because 9 times out of 10, if you get into a fight on the streets, it's going to end up on the ground. So got to get that ground game first.
No, and they're good too. No, because I follow them and they're good too. And I saw that, and it was very, very impressive. And it's so nice to hear you say that because I thought the same thing. You can wrestle, you can do anything, you can acclimate to try to do anything else, and not to mention the confidence. And your little girl, is she still running track? I had her on the show. I don't know if you know this, Jim. The shoe came off. She's still running. Remember that, Terrence?
Yes.
In fact, that was wild.
The reality is, there is no Marcus of Queensberry rules. There really isn't. Terrence, I want to go a fight real fast. One of the great moments of that night, you knocked down Errol Spence, and you had the wherewithal to actually point out Jermell Charlo. Did you? He was sitting. I've never seen that before. Or did you just happen to see him when you went to the neutral corner?
No, actually, when I came in the ring, me and Charlo locked eyes. You know, I was coming up the ropes. I jumped in the ring. I always look around to see where my family is sitting. So as I come in the ring, me and Charlo lock eyes, you know, and I just turned like, man, I'm not worried about him, you know, and I locked eyes with my family. And you just see him like over here like this with his head tilted, you know. The first knockdown, I didn't say nothing to him, but as the fight keep going and, you know, emotions start flaring up and I'm getting more confidence. Once I knocked Spence down again, I was just letting Charlo know, like just telling him about himself.
Did you?
He said, "You a bitch ass nigga." That's what he said.
Ever get along with them? Because there always seemed to be a little tension with you and the Charlos. Was that Errol Spence?
No, we used to be cool. You know, I had their number. They had my number. They used to inbox me on Instagram. We used to talk about cars. You know, I was cool with their big brother, all that stuff. You know, I see them at the store, like, you know, like the designer stores and stuff like that. And it was all love, you know. But once I moved up in weight and it got to a point where I was challenging Spence and my name was in the same category as Spence, you know, Jamel was like, oh, we Lions over here, we Texas boys, he gonna get knocked out, man, fuck that, fuck Crawford, this and that, and then, like, I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? I'm like, dude, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, you're a whole groupie. So that's where me and the tension got between him, because I felt as a real man, you know, you let two men handle what they need to handle and you stay out of it. If you cool with both of them. Errol Spence can be your brother. I don't agree with you riding with your brother, you know, but just stay out of it and just play it cool. Like, shit, man. Terence, I respect him. You know what I mean? Me and Terence is friends. We cool or whatever we was. But I'm riding with Errol, and I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch them two fight and may the best man win. But for you to put in your extra inputs and we Texas boy, we fucking you up and this and that, Errol Spence gonna stop you. Now you disrespecting me, you know what I mean? So now I feel like, you know what I mean, you was a fake friend, because now you smiled in my face, but now that I'm trying to fight one of your friends, now you showing the true colors. And Jamal, he never was really out there like that, you know what I mean, bad mouthing me and saying crazy stuff about my name until I'll start, you know what I mean, talking about his brother. And, you know, he got to take his brother's side because that's his twin. And he just came out and was like, you know, I'll fight Terence Crawford. He don't got to fight my brother. I'll fight him. You know, but he still didn't say nothing crazy or get crazy like Jamel did. So that's my issue with Jamel.
I ain't gonna lie, I'd like to see that fight.
54.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun right there. I know you got some options, my man. What was it like, Bud, having a parade in your honor in Omaha?
Oh, man, that was fucking crazy. I think I was more excited about the parade than the fight. You know, the fight, I was just so locked in. It was just like, you know, I felt like Terminator, you know. But the parade for like 20,000 people to come down there and see me, you know, it was unbelievable. It was something that I've never been a part of, you know, because when you look at a fight with me and Spence, you got everybody there for both of y'all. You got half for you, you got half for Spence. But when you have your own parade, like everyone's there just for you. Nobody else. Everybody there just for you and to support your accomplishments and for them to recognize me as an ambassador for Omaha, Nebraska, and, you know, sell me some land for $1, you know, to acknowledge my team. It was big, especially for us coming from where we came from. Nothing was ever given. You know, we had to get everything from ground up, you know, and I just, you know, I'm happy that everybody can be a part of it. I'm happy that, you know, the turnout about it, like the whole day from start to finish, was amazing. And, you know, I'm just blessed to be the one to do it.
You know, you talk about ground up. I don't know if you remember this, Terence, but I actually covered one of your early fights. You were in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, Halloween night 2009. Me and Sergio Mora were the announcers. People forget about this. Before Top Rank, Terence was with TKO Promotions. No one remembers that. They actually had some talented young guys like Leo Santa Cruz, and obviously Terence. Have you thought about how far you've come? Because when I'm preparing for this interview and I'm looking at this record of yours, I'm thinking, man, Terence was on TKO Promotions at the War Memorial Arena, and now he's one of the biggest stars in the game doing CBS morning radio. Have you actually had time to exhale and just think about where you are now?
Yes. You know, that's why I always tell people, you know, nothing was given to me. I had to work my way up from the ground, you know, and I wasn't a person that had backing like a big promotional company that was backing me. I never had big money that was backing me. I never was the fighter that was on ESPN, Friday Night Fights, or all these Showtime fights or the new generations. I never had the opportunity to fight on any of those platforms. So I never was groomed. I went straight from fighting a 6-round fight to fighting a 10-round fight in the co-main event. You know, Prescott. So it was, I think I had like 10 4-rounders because nobody would fight me, and I just needed some money. You know, I think, you know, it was a point of time in 2 years I fought 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's when I met Tim Bradley, because I wasn't fighting, and I took up the opportunity to go out there and spar him. So my career been rocky from the start. So for me to get where my ultimate goal was to get to the top of boxing and become a world champion, that was my ultimate goal. But to accomplish everything after it, you know, is beautiful, and it's just telling that anything is possible if you know, stay focused and stay locked in and stay true to yourself and your team. Anything is possible.
Absolutely. Last question for me, my man. Obviously, you've been doing this most of your life now, in your 30s, mid-30s, and you've always kept yourself in great shape and haven't suffered too much wear and tear. At least you don't appear to be. I know you've always said you don't want boxing to retire. You want to retire from boxing. How much longer would you like to stay in the game and be competitive?
Not much longer at all. You know, I don't know. Right now, I'm still wishy-washy. I don't know where my career is going. You know, I for sure want the Canelo fight. You know, I for sure want the Charlo fight. But I got obligations with the Spence fight as well. That's another fight that's intriguing. But outside of those 3 opponents, you know, there's nothing for me to do in the sport of boxing anymore. So my sight is on, you know, the big fights.
Right.
I believe if Canelo beats Charlo, that's the next fight to be made. If me and Spence not the next one, I think that's the next fight to be made. And then after that, then me and Spence can fight, and I can, you know, ride off in the sunset. Because I don't see how big of a fight with Charlo and Crawford will be coming off a loss. I never fought an opponent coming off a loss. If you look at all my career, I never fought an opponent coming off a loss because, you know, it wouldn't be as meaningful to me or my career to be somebody that just lost. You know, so then that opens the door for the media and people to say, oh, well, he just lost, so, you know, you beating damaged goods, or man, he was just fighting for the money. You know, so if Jamel win, then of course, you know, me and him, we can get in the ring. I can move up to 68 and fight him, because he's going to lose a title at 154 to Tim Tszyu once the bell went ring. I think it's bullshit. I think he should be allowed to move up and fight Canelo and still keep all his belts.
Great.
Because Canelo moved up and fought guys and still was able to keep his belts. But I don't know what the situation is with that. That's not none of my business, but I'm just speaking from the outside, and I don't think it's right. But at the same time, rules is rules, and if they do decide to take his belt when he fight Canelo, then I will be open to challenge the winner.
All right, well, there you have it, Terence Crawford. Terence, first of all, congratulations on all your success. If you're ever in LA, drop by. You have an open invite with
Man, please come by. I won't sit you next to Kim's ass. Just kick it with me.
Don't listen to this guy.
Kick it with me.
I'm going to kick Steve Kim ass. Can we spar?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
Oh,
I want to spar with you.
Steve, you know.
Hey, I'm going to beat his ass for you right now.
No. I do it him than you. But anyway, Terence, keep in touch, and we'll see you soon. Best of luck in your future, okay?
I appreciate both of y'all. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for taking the time. See you, Cam.
All right, that was the undisputed.
Look, they hurried up. He hurried up. He said, no.
We ain't having that. We're not doing that. Nope. Quit playing with me, bud. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight no more.
Well, don't put your hands on me. I'll sue your ass. I'll fucking sue your ass. No, but overall, ultimately, though, man, it was a really good interview. I appreciate it. I appreciate both sides of the game because, see, Victor Conte came in dropping fire. He came in spitting fire facts. He came in refuting all the bullshit, letting niggas know. First of all, I have never, ever, ever given or suggested giving any type of performance-enhancing drug to any athlete. If they took it, they was already taking it before they got to me.
You said that now.
However, once they got to me and I saw that they was taking the shit because I hooked them up to the motherfucking diagnostic machine and ran through all their systems and saw that they was taking shit and they had shit in their system that wasn't good, I then went in and regulated a program specifically for them to regulate each of their levels and bring them back to normal. But they try to make it seem like Victor is the dope man. He the plug. Nigga, he out here just passing out dope. He out here just giving them out. Yeah. Bud, you want to be Errol? Here, I got a pill for you. Devin Haney, you want to be Lomachenko? I got some drugs for you. Alicia Baumgartner, Clarissa Shields. Y'all want to be undisputed champions? I got some dope for you.
It's sad.
That shit is sad, bro. I don't like that. That shit bogus as hell. That shit sad as fuck. That don't make no sense.
I gotta get you some new sounds.
Boy, fuck you.
I'm working on a soundboard for us though, so we can have some sound.
I'm about to say, get my soundboard so I can go ahead and drop the real drops on these niggas like they need. You feel me? Because my mind works.
Right, that point.
But yeah, man, this is crazy. One love to everybody that's tuned in today. Oh my God. It's been one of them things, man. It's been one of them days. I was gonna ask you, what? We opening the panel? What we doing? Cause
you know, we're gonna open it for a hot second, man. You know what I'm saying? I wanna say what's up to the people. If they want to kick it with us, if y'all don't, we can shut it down now and let us know.
Now, another thing I did want to go into, or I wanted to look at, because they was talking so much craziness about Victor Conte and Snack. Let's take a look at what Snack is, ladies and gentlemen, here on this Boxing to You. Let's take a gander at it together, shall we? This is directly on the Snack website, okay? About the company, about us, all right? And if you, once it pops up on the screen here, I'm going to let y'all take a gander with me. And as you will see, there are several professional athletes on this page. Yes, Lord. Sock it to me. As a matter of fact, let me, I don't know if I need to scroll in so y'all can see a little bit. Let me zoom in.
There you go.
Yes, Lord. Oh no. I'm gonna make sure we can see this today because I want y'all to take a gander at this here.
This
So
nigga said gander.
yeah, take a gander with me if you will, because as you can see in the middle of the pages. Hold on, let me get it back. Let me get it back right. Back it. Okay. Now, if you follow my mouse here, ladies and gentlemen, uh, on this page here, right there in the middle is a professional boxer by the name of, is that Danny Jacobs? Is that Danny Jacobs?
That's what it looked like.
Is that Danny Jacobs, Goops? That's Danny Jacobs, ain't it? Okay, so if that's Danny Jacobs right there, Danny Jacobs was a part of the snack program. Why did Danny not be undisputed? How come he didn't have such this high explosive knockout ratio of crazy power and such a high winning success that he became undisputed in his career? Although he was sponsored by Snack and Victor Conte, he was sponsored by the Dope Man. Let's scroll a little more here. There's a picture of Devin Haney and Boo Boo Andrade. Damn. Now what's crazy is Dev undisputed. Boo Boo ain't fought who? Nobody. Damn. So again, we have a clear-cut picture of two fighters on the same program, taking the same supplements, who are experiencing two completely different levels of success in their career. That's who? That Boo Boo right there. That Dev. That Boo Boo. That Dev. That Boo Boo. That Dev.
Yeah.
That Boo Boo. That Dev. So again, like I say, a clear picture of two professional boxers sponsored by the same program who are experiencing two completely different levels of success in their career. So y'all gotta stop this propaganda, man. Stop that cap. Shit is crazy. Now,
hey, can I say something?
No, hold on.
You were running your mouth all goddamn night long, Cam. Let somebody else talk. Gucci Holly says shit.
My goddamn show. You know what? I will put your ass out of here. I ain't done cooking.
Goddamn Gucci. I ain't had Gucci say shit.
10, 9, 8.
Let him cook, Mr. Golden. We're gonna talk in a second.
Since 1987, the snack system has been pioneering the expansion of human potential by utilizing clinical science to drive athletic performance. We pride ourselves on being the name attached to innovative products that have been proven to deliver measurable results beyond expectation. Products, not strength and conditioning schedules, ladies and gentlemen. Products, meaning shit that you can take, shit that you can buy. Not only can the professional athletes purchase this shit, you can too. The fuck? Like, the snack founder and chief executive Victor Conte is an illustrious, world-renowned sports nutritionist, as we know, who works with elite athletes to achieve world-class results. He was actually the founder of Balco Laboratories back in 1984 and infamously pushed the envelope by being at the forefront of ingenious performance-enhancing programs that directly contributed to the success and ultimate achievement of world record holders, Olympic gold medalists, and world champions. Conte's notorious Balco years forever changed him, and he is now one of the world's most outspoken anti-doping advocates, as you just heard. He gave them the new shit that they trying to do now. But his commitment to guiding athletes to become their very best has never wavered, as we also heard. Conte's results-driven and unequivocally brilliant approach to sports science has benefited thousands of athletes. And let's take a gander at the athletes here. We got Barry Bonds, Jason Giambi, Marlon Byrd, Gary Sheffield in baseball, Bill Romanowski, Frank Gore, Michael Crabtree in the NFL, Ronnie Coleman, Flex Wheelman, Kevin Levrone, Milo Sarkev, and Iris Kyle in bodybuilding, Marion Jones, Tim Montgomery, Dwayne Chambers, and Kelly White in track and field. But boxing. Let's take a look, shall we? At the boxers here on this program. Sean Porter, Danny Jacobs, Demetrius Andrade, Mikey Garcia, Devin Haney, Andre Berto, Caleb Plant, Nonito Donaire, Jesse Vargas, Amir Khan, Julian J. Rock Williams, Vanes Matruverson, as well as Terence Bud Crawford. And now Clarissa Shields. Only 3 of those names on this list, 2 of which I just named are not appearing here, unless I scroll some more. Let me scroll some more just to make sure. No. So 2 of the names that I actually named are not on this list, 3 of which are undisputed. The rest of these guys, not. So my question is, if this highly touted, steroid-driven program was so fucking innovative to Terence Crawford's success, why is it that Sean Porter, Danny Jacobs, Demetrius Andrade, Mikey Garcia, Andre Berto, Caleb Plant, Jesse Vargas, Nonito Donaire, Amir Khan, J. Rock Williams, why none of these guys ever been undisputed? Why are these guys not experiencing the same level of success in their careers, winning world championships and gaining accolades to the level that you see of a Terence Bud Crawford, a Devin Haney, or even, dare I say, a Clarissa the Goat Shields? How is it that these guys are not experiencing that? Amir Khan he didn't retire from boxing, right? Amir Khan's never been undisputed, right? Y'all called him Glass Joe. All you had to do was tap on his shit and he was going to lay down. But for some odd reason, y'all swept under the rug that he was sponsored by Snack. Y'all only want to focus on Bud and Dev. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy to me. Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas is a Snack athlete, ladies and gentlemen. What has Jesse Vargas done? Not been undisputed. Not been undisputed twice. Damn sure ain't been undisputed thrice. What about Caleb Plant? The man we just invited to the cookout. We just invited Caleb to the cookout because he slapped what we call the fuck out of Jamal Charlo. Slapped the shit out of him. Told him, keep your hands out my beard, boy. Told that nigga all kind of crazy shit in the hallway. Slapped what we call fire out that man, Jamal Charlo. What about Caleb Plant? Why is he not undisputed? Why was it that this Snack steroid-driven program that you guys are painting it out to be, why was it that Caleb Plant was not able to knock out and stop Canelo Alvarez?
Well, with all that being said, they ain't got an answer for it. They ain't
How
gonna
is
have
it?
an answer.
Oh, no. Gooch, dare I say you. We got Mikey Garcia.
He's retired. I don't want to talk about him no more.
How come Mikey couldn't knock out Errol? Wasn't Mikey sponsored by Snack? Wasn't he a Snack athlete?
Yes, sir.
Why couldn't Mikey Garcia go up 2 weight classes on the Steroid Nutritional Athletic Commission program? That's what I'm going to call it. The Snack program. Why couldn't he go up there and deliver the head of the eye collector, Errol Spence, ladies and gentlemen? And he was sponsored by Snack when he fought Errol. I do want y'all to know that.
He was too little.
But the steroids in his system that Victor gave him was supposed to help him overcome. He was supposed to become like Samson and motherfucking me Delilah.
I'll be right back.
With the strength of 10 men, he was supposed to go in there and knock out and slay the truth, the big fish, at your expense. Like, y'all understand how redundant and crazy that this sounds, ladies and gentlemen? This is what I'm talking about. All of these nonsensical bullshit excuses that y'all come in with. Andre Berto, oh my God. Let's talk about it. How come Andre Berto, who was sponsored by SNAC, by the Steroid Nutritional Athletic Program, the Steroid Nutritional Athletic Commission, the Steroid Nutritional Athletic Camp, that's what I'm going to call it. How come Andre Berto was not able to muster up the anabolic steroidic strength to overcome TBE in Floyd Mayweather? At the time that Andre Berto fought Floyd Money Mayweather, he was sponsored by SNAC. So how come he could not find the program somewhere in the archives of Victor Conte to be able to increase his speed, his power, his ring IQ, and the synapses in his brain to fire off faster than normal to make higher than the normal boxing IQ related decisions in the ring to be able to outthink and thereby outbox, outmaneuver, and thereby defeat Floyd Money Mayweather. See, all of these different athletes that you are naming that have had and been a part of the SNAC nutritional program sponsored by Victor Conte, you guys sweep all of those names to the side. And but there I say again, Clarissa the Goat Shields has continued to perform at a high level, but she hasn't had any knockouts. Now, I thought that steroids, anabolic steroids, were to increase your athletic performance, your strength, your speed, your endurance, you know what I mean? All of these different things to allow massive gains. And a lot of the times that we saw the massive gains in anabolic steroids came with a huge boost in strength. So if we saw a huge boost in strength, why is it that Clarissa the Goat Shields is a SNAC athlete, but is still not stopping her opponents? How is it that Clarissa the Goat Shields is 3 times undisputed with a high winning percentage because she's undisputed? How is it that the Goat, ladies and gentlemen, can't seem to stop her opponents, but she's on the program that you're saying that Dev and Bud are on? How is it that the Goat can't seem to perform these devastating knockouts? Why is it that her strength isn't seeming to carry over? Is she not taking enough of the dosage of the steroids? I don't understand. Can someone please help me? Because I am lost. I am flabbergasted. I am completely outdone as to how these results can be for one athlete, but not the others.
Okay, well, let us talk. Mr. Golden.
Yes.
Man, this dude didn't cook the whole session, man. He let us be known.
That nigga done talk me to sleep.
Oh, damn.
Well, I just want to come on and, man, I just want to say rest in peace to one of the legends. Terry Funk died today, uh, and the Fiend died today. Way Bright died today, dog.
Yeah, man, I was gonna say something about that, man. One man, rest in peace to them guys, man. Bray Wyatt, he was changing wrestling, man. He came in and helped change wrestling in this decade,
They
this
can't.
era.
They came as a shocker today. But then, both of them died on the same day, dog.
And then Terry Funk, yes, sir.
Yeah. I sent the clip to Cam ass. He ain't respond back. His fat ass. Oh, now he ain't got nothing to say. His a hungry ass. Where he at? Hey Cam, you supposed to call me too, dog.
You know how Cam is,
Now,
man.
now he want to act funny. Now he ain't got to talk to me. I don't give a damn. But I told y'all, boy. I told y'all, boy was on that shit, dog.
Wait, what happened? What I missed?
Oh, he said you were supposed to call him. What happened?
Well, I've been busy, guys. I've been working. I work late nights.
You ain't got no goddamn job. You just like Tommy. You ain't got no motherfucking job.
I'm about to wrap this shit up and go to work. Not unless Gucci is.
Mm-hmm. Nah, man. We'll give a shout out to Terry Funk and the theme today, man.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace. Yes, rest in peace to Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt, man. Definitely. And I ain't gonna lie, I was a big wrestling fan of the WWE, and I kind of fell off from watching it. I think watching this past WrestleMania with Gooch was the last one that I watched in some years. The last time I caught up in wrestling. It was actually good. It was entertaining. I was rocking with it, but I just I don't know, man. I be so busy. I don't be catching up on all that stuff no more.
Yeah, Bray was the truth. Bray was one of them that was the truth. Hey, see, you just stepped in the ring. What's up, my guy?
Yeah. What's good, man? Salute to the panel. One love to everybody, man. Basically, I find it always strange that looking at the video that y'all played earlier of that funny cat, how these guys get on and they say they Bud Crawford fans, but the way you talking don't come across like you a fan, like you one of them weird fans that be on the BF nigga channel where you claim you're a fan, but all you got is negative shit to say about the guy. Yeah, you right. I'm a Bud fan, but yeah, you right. And I just be like, what kind of fucking fan are you? Because the dude said that Bud didn't hurt Sean Porter. And he couldn't give you an answer on the people Bud knocked out with like setting it up and then dropping a hammer on them and they was out. So you wanted to specifically find an example, which if you were a fan of Bud, you would have been like, hold on. Even Wilder, besides Hellenius, Hellenius was the only one of the few, maybe 3 fighters that Wilder knocked out that the guy was laying on the canvas for more than 30 seconds after he was counted out. So you want a specific knockout where Bud knocked somebody out and the guy was laid out on the canvas for 40 seconds or for 4 minutes or whatever. That's a specific weird ass question if you trying to get to the bottom of something.
Well, they know who the answers to too, AC. Because what about when he came out and he caught Sanabria with a lead hook and made him do a barrel roll on his head, and he was out. They counted. He didn't make the count.
I go back to
and this was at 135.
I go back to homeboy that Bud dropped with the body shot, and he was just rolling all over the canvas. That's
Ndongo?
Yeah, that Ndongo, to me, that's a one-punch knockout because Ndongo didn't get up, and he was rolling around like his mom was trying to wake him up to go to school, and he was like, no, I ain't going today.
So at the end of the day, you know, if you're a Bud fan, it would have been real easy to answer those questions and those fuckboy questions this dude was trying to ask. And I would have just been saying, okay, so what's your point? How does this matter in the fact that you can't let it go? Let me ask you that question. Why can't you let it go? No, because no, that's irrelevant, bro. It's levels to this shit. And being a Bud fan, you can name off a whole string of shit that man done did. So I don't know why these guys get on the panel claiming they're a fan of Bud Crawford when you can't answer simple questions, and when you're asked a fuckboy question, you tend to agree with the hater.
Or just shit, motherfuckers can't even be honest about the shit. Like I could keep it 1,000. If you ask me a question that I don't know the answer to, I'm going to tell you I don't know. But you know what? Let's go find out. I look that shit up. Let's go look it up together. We go look this bitch up on Google. We could do whatever. Like I'm not above learning some shit. I'm not above finding some shit out. I'm not too prideful to let a motherfucker know that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like there's this aura of you just gotta be right. I gotta know what I'm talking about. And these guys jump on these panels with this. Oh man, I'm a fan of boxing. I've been watching boxing since way back when. You know what I mean? But I'm only hip and new to Terence Crawford just now recently, and they proceed to get to talking and saying some shit that lets you know they don't know shit about boxing.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: if y'all really know about B&B Camp, Terence Bud Crawford Camp, this is the channel. This is the channel that's gonna be letting it be known. Also, we're gonna be pushing another channel pretty soon. Hopefully, within the next 48 hours. So I have a whole another channel I'm about to start setting up. And then that I think, man, once y'all see what we doing over here, man, it's gonna be y'all gonna be like, okay, it's time. Only thing I ask for is just like shit, send me them niggas, man, because I'm about to let it be known. Like just like how we did, I'm coming for their ass now. I'm about to step on I was told to step on their necks. It's time to step on their necks. So hey, we won't come to y'all channels. I'll let it be known. We won't come to yours. If we do, we're in the chat because we know how y'all like to kick us out. We know how y'all like to do what y'all do. Other than that, come talk your shit over here. Let's really debate this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, from this side of town, we're gonna have the facts. Now, if you want to believe that they lies and all that, that's on you guys. But I will be dropping more facts, exclusive facts. Yeah, that part. So just know, man, there ain't no more of these motherfuckers gonna spit propaganda and ain't shit gonna be said about it. We're done doing that. Once we hear propaganda, we nipping all that shit in the bud ASAP. ASAP. I mean that. That's one thing that's got to be done. As far as you know, as far as they're putting this propaganda because they haven't never seen Bud do this to anybody. Like piggybacking off what you and AC said, half of you motherfuckers ain't even really watched Bud until he stepped up to 147. Half of you guys ain't even, and then before then, y'all was fans of his. So y'all know what kind of work he was, but you just wanted to be dumbasses and be hard-headed and just believe in Earl Spence. Well, that didn't get some of you guys. That got some of you guys kicked out your homes. That got some of you guys losing your homes, losing your cars, losing friendships. Man, the everything that was told to you, and it's you guys that spitting this propaganda that should be you guys should really be mad at. I know what's coming next for me. I know that I got to prepare myself what's coming next for me. For the simple fact of the matter is because I know you guys is coming for me. Y'all gonna hate what I'm about to do. Y'all gonna be like, who in the fuck is Mr. Goose to you? But y'all know what? I started here and we're gonna continue here. That's one thing. But I know for a fact y'all about to hate me. Y'all are about to hate, not y'all, not my STU congregation. Nah. I'm talking to you Earl sexuals, you Earl Spence fans, any fans that ain't part of BNB, y'all gonna hate us. I mean that, and I'm expecting that. So are y'all gonna expect me to spaz out? I'm going through counseling now, so I won't have to spaz out on you motherfuckers. I gotta show my control. I can't let you guys get me over and talking about them aerosexuals. I can't let you just take me to the edge like some of you guys can do, because this rematch is supposed to happen. Word is the campaign, Earl Spence camp got a couple more days to sit down and think about what they're signing up for. Y'all heard the champ though. If that don't happen, we got the winner.
Because I'm like, when is he activating this rematch? Because everybody's saying he thinking about it. They talking about it, but the clock.
He got to the 29th.
That's all I'm saying.
No, I mean, we knew this though. Everybody knew that he has to the 29th. Everybody just waiting, you know what I'm saying? But with the waiting, we expecting this, we expecting that. Just sit back and relax. I need everybody
5 whole days.
Everybody just be patient.
The clock is ticking, man. 5 whole days.
Just be patient with this, because simple fact of the matter is, whatever happens, let's just know, okay. Let's put the scenario out here. Let's say Charlo wins. If Charlo wins, we see Bud and Charlo probably February, about March or April.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
Charlo, let it be March for my birthday. Ooh,
unless Charlo get hurt. But then again, it might be in the summertime. So who would Bud fight in between time? Now, if it was me and
what, like a stay busy fight?
Hold on. Wait. How I want to put this. If it was me, and well, it's like this. It depends on the winner. And if Charlo wins, let's go up to 160 and whip Charlo ass.
Of course.
Well, we just go up to 160 and whip whoever ass. That's just what we're gonna do. If Earl don't but he has a 3-fight contract. But then I'm understanding too, if Earl, the 3-fight contract is if Earl do not fight, he still got one more fight, because they're counting that 3. I mean, as 3. So if he don't fight,
it's a rematch with whoever he fight, bro. Basically, in essence, the rematch with Earl would be the second fight, then the third fight is Canelo, or the winner of Canelo Charlo. If the Earl rematch does not happen effectively, we go up and beat up the winner of Charlo and Canelo in the first fight, and then the third fight is the rematch of that fight.
No, I'm telling you what's happening, bro. If Earl, it's only with Earl.
Yeah, the 3-fight deal was really contingent upon.
So only with Earl. So if Earl don't accept this, that fight's over with.
Facts.
He goes to the next fight. It's no rematch after that fight unless they put it into the clause.
That's what I'm saying. It would the other 2 fights.
It won't be no other 2. It'll be this fight and the next fight. If Earl do not do the rematch.
That's what I'm saying. He has a 3-fight deal with PBC. He's already got 1 fight out the way. That was Earl. If Earl does not do the rematch, he still got 2 fights left.
Oh, you're not understanding what. Okay, bro, you're really not listening to what I'm telling you. If you just listen to what I'm telling you,
I know what you just said, Gooch.
Okay, so
if you honestly think that Al Heyman is going to let those belts walk out of the door that fast, that easy,
he has to. It has nothing. Did you hear Al's name in any of this, sir?
Bro, who is he signed to?
Bro, he's not signed to. He just signed a fight deal. The fight deal was if the rematch does not happen, he only has 1 more fight after that. He does not have a rematch clause for the next fight, sir.
That's what I'm telling you. Gooch.
So he don't have a 3-match deal then. It's only a 3-match deal for Earl.
It's going to be reworked, sir. Because
bro, just listen. Okay.
Hold on to those.
You're not listening to me. It's not going to be a rematch. After that, it's done.
I've already said it wasn't going to be a rematch, Gooch.
I'm telling you, it's not going to be a rematch if Earl do not accept. I'm just telling you that they're not going to
know
go.
that, Gooch. You
well, you
still
can't even
on
say
the
they're going
Earl
to work.
fight. I'm on a whole different fight, Gooch.
Oh, okay, listen to what I'm telling you. After the next fight, after that, sir, why you yelling at me?
You're not listening.
You're not listening. I'm telling you. Okay, I can't do this with you. You're really not listening.
I heard you the first time.
Okay, what did I just tell you,
Based
sir?
on what you just said, the 3-fight deal was only contingent on the Errol fight.
Okay.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Why are you saying no?
Because Al is going to scramble to try and keep him around.
No.
Oh
You
my
gotta understand.
God.
You gotta understand. See, listen. See, that's what you're not. You're.
My God. Are you done?
Who's A side right now?
Are you done?
Who's the A side right now?
My point, Gooch.
Oh my no!
You just got
okay. Would you stop yelling for real? One thing you're not gonna do. What you're not gonna do right now? Hold on. What you're not gonna do is keep yelling, sir. We're gonna talk.
Are you
listening? I need you to listen.
Are you?
Because you're not listening. No, you're not listening.
Because you're not.
You know what? No. I'm gonna let you keep doing this. Thank you. We rewind to this day.
Thank you.
You just always think you're right, so you're not sometimes.
I've been right for damn near a year.
Oh my gosh.
Everything I said was going to happen.
Hold on. Would you just shut the fuck up right now and listen?
Nigga, no.
That's not part of the plan.
Nigga, no.
That's all I'm telling you. That's not part of the plan, sir.
Oh my God.
You want
that? Fucking God.
Okay. I'm not going to go here. I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
that's not
because you just bouncing shit around. The 3
How am I bouncing shit around? If Earl do not fight, he's fighting. Okay, if Earl do not fight,
then what?
He goes to get the winner of Canelo and Charlo.
I said that already.
And then you said it's a rematch.
Nigga, you don't think Canelo would potentially put a rematch clause in his fucking contract? The fuck? He got one in it with Jamel. What the fuck are you talking about?
Bro, you yell at me one more time, I will end this show.
Nigga, you just told me shut the fuck up.
I know, because you're not listening.
Nigga, no.
That's not part of the plan.
Nigga, no.
That's not part. That's Canelo's plan. He's
no,
not.
No. That's not Canelo's plan. That's Al's plan, bro.
And Al don't run shit, bro. It's what is being shown. Why you think he's telling everybody about the fucking promoters now?
Exactly.
It's TCB. Oh my God, it's TBC's plan, bro. And I'm trying to tell you, TBC plan is not the plan you're speaking on. That's what you're not listening to. But I'm gonna let you run with what you just said, though. You just said Canelo. Do I not think he can do that all he wants? It's on Bud if he wants to accept that.
Not if Bud is going up to challenge.
And if he wins, then what?
Like, what are you saying right now?
And if he wins, then what?
Because he's going now. This is what I'm telling you. Bud's going up to challenge Canelo. Canelo would be the A side, clearly.
I hear you, son. I'm gonna leave it all alone. I'll tell you
like,
more about
come on, bro. I'm saying.
No. I will tell you more about it later, sir. That's all I can tell you. I would tell. Hold on. If you listen to me, I will tell you more about it later, sir.
That's all I can tell you. But what I'm saying is this.
What I'm trying to tell you, don't put it out there like that. Then that's all I'm to tell you. That's all I can tell you. We can't put it out there.
This is both fighters. This would be literally. Both fighters.
I'll tell you what. Okay, I'll let you know the plan. I will let you know the plan soon.
You hear what I'm saying?
I will let you know. I will let you know the plan soon.
Luke, listen. This would be Bud and Canelo's second and third fights under the 3-fight deals that they signed to PBC.
You might be right, sir. I'm gonna leave it alone. You might be right. I'm gonna leave it alone. You might be right. But as of right now, that's not the plan. I'm just telling you what was told. That's not the plan right now. But I told you, you can be right.
The plan.
That's not the plan right now. I'm just giving it to you. That's not the plan right now.
I was just gonna come in and finish what. The funniest thing that was in the video was Victor Conte said that PBC and DAZN are the biggest abusers of PEDs, yet Shakur and Bud don't fight on the PBC, but everybody's blaming
them
Bud and Shakur for popping PEDs. I was like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, yo, did this manager Muffin dude actually watch this interview? Because that contradicted everything that he was trying to cook on and get the fake Bud fan to admit and shit like that. Because I was just like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did this man just say that PBC and the Zone promoters conceal the PED reports or the drug test reports, and when they feel like it, they'll release it? When he was talking about Alicia Baumgartner and Dillian White, so
or like how he said the promoter can pick and choose which bouts are tested for. Like for example, the main event on the card, they go through all of the whole testing shit, but the other fighters on the card don't. That's bullshit. Like how he stated, where Tank and Ryan was the main event, right? So Tank and Ryan would have had to undergo any of the testing procedures, whether it was VADA, WADA, whatever. Okay, they had to undergo that. But Demetrius Andrade, who is signed to the PBC stable, fought on that card, but didn't have to undergo any testing at all. So he could have came in that bitch juiced to the gills, and nobody would have been the wiser, because he didn't have to. Basically, we only wanted Tank and Ryan to test, but we know they ain't taking nothing. We know they good. So that makes us, the company, look like we're operating on the up and up, and everything is being done legally and legitly. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if Tank and Ryan is testing and they good to go, then we can just assume that everybody is good to go, and that's not how that thing works.
And then he broke down, which I think he might have been brain farting on it or a little bit, was the newest thing to do, because the newest thing in doping, when he said to use your own shit, that's basically blood doping. That's what got Armstrong all fucked up and everything, because it took someone on the inside to rat Armstrong out, so they knew exactly what they were looking for. Because other than that, he was blood doping for years and they never knew it and they couldn't prove it. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's you train, you get up to your peak in training, and then you draw the blood and you hold that blood. So then you come back when you low and you inject that peak workout blood right back into the body. The body's gonna accept it. You feel what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a rejection, and they'll never know. So blood doping, hey, you don't know how many fighters or whatever are out there using that new tech in blood doping.
So basically, in a sense, like he explained, you have someone on the inside who knows all of the testing procedures, or somebody on the team, your doctor, they know what everybody is testing for specifically, right? So let's say we know testosterone is 4-1, like you said, right? So if testosterone 4-1, they pop you, is dirty, then what you would see is somebody would get all the way to where their testosterone levels were testing 3-1, and then allow themselves to cycle off, but they would draw that blood and hold that blood, is what you're saying. Draw that blood, hold that blood, store it, and allow themselves to cycle off. And after they cycle off and they get back low, come back and inject that, their body would then accept that, because it's their blood, it's their immune system and it was actually at a high cycle. And basically, what that does is it's like boost the body back up to that high performance level, although they hadn't really taken any type of supplements or anything like that to have their body operating at such a high level. You know what I mean? Or producing such a high level of testosterone or whatever the body's natural chemical that they're trying to work toward, whether it's testosterone, whether it's the HGH and the growth hormones, etc.
Yeah, all day, because at the end of the day, everyone has their peak during the 24-hour period when you feel your smartest and when you feel your strongest. So if you draw that blood at that peak level, you can store it. You feel what I'm saying? And then when you're not quite there, or you just need that extra boost, you're going to inject that peak blood right back into your system, and there you go. This is when, if you watch the documentary on how Neil Armstrong was blood doping and the process of what he was doing, that shit was amazing. Like, yo, this nigga never popped any pills or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
He would just get on a bike and work out during his peak hours. And once he got to those once he hit his peak, then boom, they just drawing mad blood from this dude and storing it away and testing the blood to see which one has the highest counts of whatever peak, whatever those things are that will give him his peak energy and his peak performance all over again. It's like making a cocktail of your own of all your minerals, vitamins, and lymph nodes, and all of that other kind of shit.
And it takes it right back in your blood. So as opposed to taking it, as opposed to ingesting it, which it then has to break down before it kind of hits the bloodstream, you injected it directly in your blood. It takes a faster hold onto the body and into what you're doing. So in essence, it's basically like you supercharging yourself during them low times to where you're right back flying at that 3-to-1, because that's what it kind of looks like to me. So if I get all the way up to where I'm at a 3-to-1 testosterone rate, HGH might be at a testosterone 4-to-1, HGH 2-to-1. So let's say I get all the way up to 3-to-1 in my testosterone, and my HGH, as opposed to getting to that 2-to-1 level, I might just get maybe a half, you know what I'm saying? Just to kind of fly under the radar, right? I get to that, like you say, and draw that blood out, store it, and then just allow myself to go back to no working out with just regular workout, no taking nothing, no supplements, no nothing of that sort at all. And then once I get down to those levels where I'm kind of low, I'm fucked up, they hit you with the needle and boost you back up over, we'll say, over the course of 30 minutes to an hour. You know what I mean? Like, so let's say before the fight type shit, you know what I mean? They didn't hit you, bow, you know what I mean? Or the day before, they didn't hit you after the weigh-in, you know what I'm saying? With what you needed to kind of boost you back up.
They could hit you right before you walk out.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you start performing, because it's natural in you, it's gonna cycle itself out through the sweat process and through the workout
it's like
process.
faster too.
Exactly. So if there's anybody in the audience that really don't understand, it's just like going back to the mother's umbilical cord type stuff to fight cancer and to fight diseases and shit like that a child may get once after they're born. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, to where you're using nature and what's already given to you to boost your energy. Now, depending on the level of output, you can get, let's just say you get in there, they stuck you 5 minutes before you walked out. Just a natural adrenaline rush that normally going to face with walking out and hearing the crowd. Now you're at that 4-1.
I was about to say that time,
and then
that time it takes to hit you just shorten. So if ingesting it takes 30 minutes to an hour, and we'll say injecting it in the blood takes anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, the adrenaline will of your heart pumping fast will actually shorten that time. So now 10 to 20 minutes just became 5 to 10. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So by the time the first round happened, you knocked this nigga out within 4 rounds. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of that natural adrenaline and everything, because you're still pumping it. You done pumped all of that shit out. Now you clean. So when they test you, when they go to test you for the mandatory drug test after the fight, you clean in a motherfucker.
Clean as a whistle.
Everything is back down to less than a 3-1. You feel what I'm saying? You had either 1-1 or 1.5 to 1, or maybe even a 2-1. And they're
so basically, you get burnt out in the ring between the ring walk, the adrenaline, the sweat. Because even in the back before the ring walk, you already working out to build up a light sweat. You know what I'm saying? Kind of shit. So even if they did, while I'm working and building this light sweat up, you know what I mean? By the time I hit the ring, I'm up here. I'm already on 10. You know what I mean? I'm idle and high already. So when that first bell ring, I'm, you know what I mean, in there. And basically throughout the course of the fight, the high work rate or whatever is allowing me to sweat and burn off a lot of that, to where by the time the fight is over, I might be dog tired, drained, whatever, but my levels will be straight, to where nobody's any the wiser that I've been doing anything nefarious as far as this blood doping was concerned.
Yeah, because you also take into consideration the after fight interviews, whether you won or lost.
Right.
That could be, that could be another 3 to 5 minutes.
That's an intricate ass process, though. To try, that's really, really intricate. You would think, to try and maintain a high level rather than just getting after it and working. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like as opposed to just going hard and doing your shit like you're supposed to, right? You just take a shortcut, cut corners, and see, this is where the old vintage hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard really stands out to me, because you performing at this high level and doping your blood in this way, right? That doesn't attest for the skill level. That doesn't attest for your learning ability and your being able to execute at that high level in those times when you're low. Because, you know what I mean? Like, what I look at is what happens when you are faced with a situation of adversity where this guy is matching your level. You understand what I'm saying? Where as high of a level that you seem to perform at, this guy is matching you. And now it's going to take a level of mental toughness, of mental fortitude to be able to overcome this adversity. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm going to tell you, fatigue is a motherfucker. You know what I mean? And when you can't breathe, all that shit goes out the window. Like,
okay. But not only that, when you get hit in the nose, just the nose that many times, it's hard for you to breathe too. So
you know what I'm saying? When you take that many jabs to the face, and your nose is like
his nose was bleeding into the second round, bro. So you know that nose was clogged.
He couldn't breathe. And then that Vegas heat was clogging this shit up. So it was a lot.
and no lie, I could imagine. Me personally, I could imagine that first knockdown was like fuck, especially if you ain't never been knocked down before. You know what I'm saying? And
does a lot to the mental, especially if it caught you off guard. Because when he knocked him down, he looked like, oh shit.
And he tried to keep coming back and fight, but
like I'm down here. Like, how did I get down here? How did I get down here?
And then the second and third knockdowns, that shit there was just like, are you fucking serious?
That
like
took the heart out of it. Like,
but I'm off of a manager Marty said interview. The ref said, you know what I'm saying, like the fourth and fifth round, he was looking at like, boy, you getting your ass beat. Basically, he didn't say it, but yeah, you see, he had the doctor. He had the doctor like man, I bet you he's looking at the doctor like, oh, so you just not gonna
you gonna let him continue?
You gonna let he gonna get his ass.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go a couple more rounds.
All right, I'm gonna let it go.
But then when he got knocked down again, he was just like, well, shit, if y'all ain't gonna stop it,
yeah, like y'all ain't gonna get him. Somebody help him. Y'all ain't gonna.
Okay, so I'm gonna let him go one more. I'm gonna let him go another round. There, Earl was looking good. I ain't gonna say looking good the 8th round, but he looked like he was competable. And then that 9th round, he got stuck again, and he was like, "I'm lying. He never looked like he was competable. I don't know what the ref was thinking.
What the fuck is competable?
I like to make up words.
Gooch, what the fuck is competable?
He looked like he was competable. Like he could compete.
There you go.
No. I'm just saying that's my word. Okay, you asked what competable is.
Competable.
He just couldn't.
God, that's the word. That's the word. I gotta look that one up. Competable. I love it. I fucking love it.
Might be real.
Holy shit. Hey, so this is what I'm saying though.
So what I'm saying to you is this: Earl Spence gonna take this rematch. It's gonna go at 154 because he got a point. He got a point to prove.
What's the point?
He feels that he can whoop Terence Crawford's ass.
But he can't.
But then here's the other thing: he needs this money fight. He needs this. He needs this last money fight. He needs it.
So you feel like after this?
Okay, let me ask you this then: who else is he gonna make? Who else is he gonna make money like this with again?
Nobody but Canelo.
And shit, Canelo ain't gonna want to deal with him.
But even the Canelo fight, he wouldn't make the purse that he just made with Bird.
Okay, let me ask you this: why would
it'll be 10?
How can he get it? How can he get a Canelo fight?
Errol?
Yeah,
he'd have to move up. He'd have to move up.
I mean, but most likely fight his way. Big game. He couldn't get a he see Earl has to wait in line, brother.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So once again, he's not getting no major fight after Bud. He has to fight Bud again to get another money, a payday, a good payday. He has to fight Bud again. Other than that, he's not getting. Not even Canelo would be a good payday for him.
Damn, you don't think they would at least stand for Canelo?
It'll be against all odds. Only money fight he can get right now is Bud. Anybody else, it'll be a decent money fight, but the money fight,
he could fight Tank the Bank.
No. And I'll tell you why no. Because now that he's been down and out, he don't want to get dropped by Tank.
But why we can't see Errol versus Tank the Bank?
He'd rather get dropped by Bud again than get dropped by Tank the Bank.
Oh,
Dang.
why you can't
Hey,
fight
the biggest fight for Earl, where he can make a decent payday, in my opinion. As far as Canelo, take that off the table. Time is not on your side nor Canelo's side to make that fight happen. You lost all your leverage. If he fought Jamel, that's a big money. That's his outside of Bud. That's his second biggest money fight. Is the fight that everybody wanted to see since they both been way back since they both was at 154. Fight Jamel Charlo. That's his.
I actually
that's
think
his
that would be a decent payday, but for what Al be paying them boys over there, I don't think they would recoup the kind of money from Al that I think they make their money as a decent pay-per-view sale.
Okay, this gonna have to be an episode because you think after this, do you really think Earl's gonna go back to Al?
I mean, he's still over there. He's still over there. He's still fucking with him.
Okay.
It's all in. Okay, I'm gonna say it like
okay.
this.
So hold on. If he no. Yeah, he's still fucking with him. But what do you think his management team is telling?
That's
him?
what I was gonna say. It's all based on, and this is my opinion, because he has done, in my opinion, Al's done right by Errol for you know what I mean for the most part. And
Bullshit.
The way
Bullshit, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying I'm calling bullshit on that, and this is why I'm calling bullshit on that. You could have been making way more money. You just found out you could have been making way more monme prior.
Listen.
No. And it took me to fight. It took me. So that's why y'all wanted me to stay away from this man. This man was too smart for y'all motherfuckers. Hold on.
He's the company man, bro. This is what I'm saying.
No. But what did the company man tweet? What did the company man put out there? I feel played.
Al has to smooth it over. This is why I said
he can't smooth it over.
It all depends now on what Al does for him. And I say that to say this. I have done everything that you have asked of me, Al. I have been a good company man. I have fought everybody. I've done everything. Okay. Listen to me. You owe me one, Al. Remember, he still owe Keith one.
See, okay, now listen.
Right.
Hold on, listen though.
Hold on, listen to me.
Okay, he owed Keith one, but see,
he owes Keith one. So you don't think he owe Errol one too?
No. But see, this is what the thing is. This is what you're not putting out here. So I got to put this out here for it to be on it to level this all out. Terence Crawford has really elevated the game to these guys. Basically, what I'm saying is he in this last 2-week press tour, what has he been doing? Basically shitting on the sanctioning bodies and the promoters. So basically, Earl knows he don't need Al no more. He's a promoter his damn self, right or wrong.
I agree.
So once again, we can do this shit without Al,
but he doesn't. Okay.
Right now, he doesn't.
He
hired a whole new management team, brother.
Yeah, but listen.
He hired a whole new management. Ain't no listen. You're not. You're trying to save Al. Hold on. You're trying to save Al and Earl's relationship. Is what it's like you're trying to do, sir.
Bro, Al and Errol's relationship. There's nothing strained about it in the sense of what's going to happen. What you're going to see happen is one of two things. The first is, like I said, he owe Errol one. You've been a good company man, so I'm gonna get you back where you was. We gonna fight to get you back there. I'm gonna position you to get you back in title contention. Okay, I don't care if it's at this division. I don't care if it's at 154. I don't care if it's at 160. You will see him position Errol for a title fight, i.e. You just saw Danny potentially about to fight Laura at 160 for Laura's title might see Errol in place of Danny.
What happened to
Don't be surprised.
What happened to that?
It fell through. The fight fell through. If the fight fell through, it was supposed to happen on August 5th. Contracts didn't get signed. Fight fell through. Didn't happen. So I'm like, don't be surprised. Because really, that's really what I thought was happening anyway.
Time out. So, or Danny, or damn, Bud and Earl just dropped some gems. Hold on, let me think some shit over, Al. I'm not signing shit because this don't sound like we're only getting 1.5, 2.5 million, but we fighting for a belt. Why can't we get more? And then we didn't get promoted. We weren't promoted right, Al. That's what that sounds like to me. How your fight gonna fall through? How this fight gonna fall through? Come on, you could go there with it. It sounds good. You saving their relationship. I'm glad you're trying to save their relationship. But to me, Al and Floyd Mayweather has seen the last days of promotion.
Nah, fuck them.
And why I say that? Well, I say this: more fighters, I feel, is going to start going independent.
It's not enough fighters that have the money, bro.
Hey, Earl is out here talking to Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder is schooling them how to make 10, 20, 25
That's what I was about to say.
A fight, because that's what Wilder been saying for the longest. I believe Wilder done picked up the phone, called Earl, said, listen, I know you got a different company, but that don't mean you still can't get out here and get your money. So Wilder's telling that man on how to do it. So he's still going to need Al Heyman to do the matchmaking for him at 160 to put him in the best position and the fastest and easiest position to get belts and become undisputed within 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I can almost guarantee by the time Earl Spence hits 36 years old, he going to be undisputed at 160 if he goes that 160 route, which right now, or for the longest, we know Al be listening to this channel. So Al Ben took that into consideration, told Danny, listen, I'll hit you off later on down the line, but right now we got to see what's going to happen between this Spence and Bud fight, and we'll be able to see where the cards lay us right then. The rematch is probably going to happen for them at 160, but Danny fighting Laura for that belt, that's not going to happen. He's going to have another belt to go after, and that's going to be the big fight at 160, the rematch between Danny Garcia and Errol Spence for undisputed.
For that belt. Because it's one of those things where I'm looking at it like Danny's at 160, competing, trying to grab a belt for belts and cement something in his legacy before he goes out. I could see that. Errol and Danny at 160 competing, I could see that. Now, don't forget Jamal is up there too with a belt. But now, in a sense, what I'm looking at is Al with this large stable of different fighters. You're seeing these guys being spread out across different weight divisions in these sanctioning body lines to all put them in title contention. So after the smoke clears and after we see Terence Crawford and Canelo ride off into the sunset with both of their respective illustrious careers, you now still have PBC fighters in the mix to gain titles. We saw that when we looked at lightweight and 140, and you know what I mean? He's doing it across all of these different divisions to where in the next couple of years we might see PBC.
So let's just say this then. I'll say this. This is Gooch. This is Gooch doing his Oracle shit. 2025 PBC bounce back, but up until then, they're not. They're in shambles right now. They don't make no. They're making good money with this Canelo and Charlo fight, and they're gonna make good money off the winner of Bud and the winner of that fight. But
that was why they did it. That was why I believe that was why they picked up Canelo and Bud.
But after that, though, I mean, I don't see them. Okay, like you said, let's say Bud runs off. Let's say Canelo and Bud runs off into the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Then who you got?
Well, now that's what I'm saying. Once Canelo and Bud leave,
my thing. Hold on, let me ask you. I understand what you're saying, but hold on. My thing is this too, though, because my thing is I want to see what I really. If Earl do not fight Bud, I would like to see how he reacts. Do he react the same, or does he react different from when they beat? Because once you get beat by Bud, you're never the same, and it's never too many that was the same.
That's true. So you just want to see how he comes back, how he bounces back.
Because you gotta understand, Bud didn't just beat your ass. He did some shit that nobody else has ever done. You have never touched the canvas, but you touched the canvas 3 times in one fight, brother. That got to mess with his mental.
He did a number on him mentally. Mm-hmm.
That got to mess with his mental. And that's the other thing. Now,
who better to coach him back after a knockout than Derrick James?
Let's go here. Then I'm gonna go here. So let's say he does accept this. He does accept the rematch.
Mm-hmm.
If he accepts the rematch, you really know if Bud does him even worse or just the same. You do know he's not gonna come back the same.
That's why I don't think he's gonna take the rematch, bro. This fight took that much out of Errol to where I don't think he ever wants to go through or experience going through something like that again with another fighter, because that in itself would retire him effectively when he still actually has fights that could be made where he can make a good amount of money before he does decide to retire. Because I mean, he's 33 years old. Although he's still fighting at a high level, he's 33. Boxing, we call it a young man's sport. So I mean, at about this time is usually when we start saying we see Father Time kicking in on his fighters.
Let me tell it though, bro. Who was that said that? Nigga, he beat the rematch out of that boy. He beat that boy into retirement. Let me tell it. If he don't, I'm gonna tell you just like this. If he don't sign that rematch clause, that means he's about to retire. I don't see him fighting nobody else.
I think if he signs the rematch, if he accepts the rematch, we can forget about 160, his campaign at 160, and I would probably agree that he's cashing out on the rematch. But if he doesn't sign it, I'm gonna hold strong and have faith that he's moving up to 160. That's his best bet.
Yeah, because now I agree with AC on that one.
I can see that.
Now that's a move I would agree on, but what I actually honestly see, this is why I'm saying this. I honestly see that he's gonna do the rematch and cash out, bro. Because real shit, he don't unless like you said, only Charlo. But then just let's look at it like this: only Charlo if Charlo loses. Because if Charlo wins, he's not getting that fight either. He don't get it. He don't. I'm telling you guys. Listen to what I'm saying. He don't have a major money fight after this rematch. I don't care what you guys say. Whoever you can fight, it's never going to be like this again. He's not going to make 20-something million, 30-something million again.
Nah, I don't see it either.
Unless he fights Terence Crawford. And then if he beats Terence and they do a trilogy. That's only how. Anybody else, Canelo is only how he gets Canelo is if he wins. If he loses, he don't get Canelo. Canelo's out the picture for him.
I can see that.
I'm just saying, Earl Spence don't have the options they thought he had.
Not anymore.
Oh no. Especially getting beat the way he got beat. The way he got beat, man. And then check this out. Now, only thing a fighter got to do now to fight him is shit, go in camp and learn how to fight southpaw. Just for these 2 or 3 rounds, just to win them 3 rounds. Because once again, you see he can't fight a southpaw. Bud exposed that. You don't know what to do with a southpaw.
A southpaw mover. All right. Well,
once again,
oh, did you hear about Savannah Marshall?
Mm-mm.
You didn't hear about it? Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Where'd it go? There we go. Word on the street, she signed a PFL, and Savannah's going to be going into MMA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where'd it go? Yeah, I think she's chasing Clarissa Shields. I think she's chasing the Clarissa Shields fight for real.
Clarissa's in MMA now?
Well, you know, Clarissa was fighting PFL too.
Okay.
Yeah, Clarissa went and did an MMA bout. She stayed boxing, but she also fought in MMA because she lost she lost her debut match, and then she came back and I think she won one or something like that.
Nah, she won the first one and lost the second.
Or no, she won. Yeah, there it is. Thank you. Because she was training with John Jones now, and John Jones and gym with John Jones and what's her name? Was it Holly Holm?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was training with them.
I didn't know about that, but if that's the case, hopefully they get that fight. Then they get their fight.
I actually would like to see that fight in MMA. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight in MMA, and then to see it in boxing, like we saw it in boxing. But I would like to see that in MMA for. I think that would be a. But this is. Hold on, let me pull it up. I thought I shared the screen. Dang it. Come on. Because I'm about to get ready to get up out of here.
I'm about to get the same. I got a long day tomorrow. Hey, I'm gonna say this. Just know if y'all see me live, that means we got this contract, and I got a lot of big things to bring to the table. And it's looking good. Look like we're about to get this contract. So, I'm gonna say this though, man. The sky's the limit after this. To the panel, to the chat, I mean, to the playback game. If y'all want to come to Omaha, it's Boxing U. Is we will. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get y'all here. It's a raffle. We ain't just gonna send for y'all. We gonna make y'all. Y'all gotta do a little something. Well, shit, $25 for the weekend. Hey, But I got some things we gonna be doing, man. Man, we gonna be on probably tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Saturday for show for the fundraiser. So check us out. We be down at B&B for the fundraiser, kicking back, doing our thing, acting crazy, doing us apostle style. AC, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah, man. I wish I could be there with y'all for that fundraiser, just to be in the presence of all that greatness and up and coming greatness. But another great show, great cook, man. You know what I mean? Hope everything works out, man. You definitely have 1,000% of my support and everything. So one love to y'all, man. Do your thing, man. Keep up all this great work. And like I said, man, between you and B-Mac, y'all got the best show on YouTube.
Thanks, my guy. Thanks. Hey, man, if B-Mac, if y'all listening, man, I'm once again, what I'm doing right now, man, shit. If it wasn't for y'all lighting that fire again, bro, shit, I wouldn't be in the position I am in. Like I said, where's the marketing, man? Man, they came through, man, and put me in a position to where, I real shit. I really can't look back. You know what I'm saying? And the contract that came to us, it wasn't that we went for it. The contract came to us. That's what's just so crazy about everything. And we just got to sit down and put the numbers together. And once we do that, then it is what it is. I got to put my input in, but yeah, man, I'm blessed. I'm highly favored right now. My team is blessed and highly favored. We gonna get where we need to go. Um, Sugar J, man, I got some big things going on with you though. For you, man, just keep grinding. It's time to get that dog up out of you. Show them that you're a dog, and once they see that you're a dog, we in there. We in there. Yeah, man, it's a lot of good things going to happen. I'm just waiting for this sit down, man. I'm so anxious for this sit down. It's just crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah. So if you, it's about to be time to work. What you put up? That Savannah Marshall shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
This
shit.
is on the ESPN website. Savannah Marshall, the latest boxing star to venture into MMA. Now, this was reported by Michael Rothstein on yesterday morning. Undisputed super middleweight champion Savannah Marshall is the latest female fighter in the ESPN boxing pound for pound top 10 to make a foray in the mixed martial arts. Marshall, ESPN's number 10 pound for pound fighter, announced Tuesday she is signing with the Professional Fighters League, PFL, in an attempt to compete in MMA as well as box. She anticipates her first MMA fight will come in 2024. I've pondered on the idea for years because at one point, female boxing just seemed like it wasn't going anywhere, Marshall told ESPN. This is pre COVID. I'm quite good friends with Molly McCann, who is in the UFC, and I just seen the opportunities she was getting, and the UFC were treating the men just as well as they were treating the women. So I had contemplated on the fact of moving to MMA. I did a bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA in the past, not a lot, only a little bit, and the opportunity had come up, and I'm in a position now where I believe the PFL, it's one of the biggest MMA sports organizations in the world, can take my profile to the next level. Marshall, who's 13-1 with 10 knockouts in boxing, said the PFL initially approached her after her fight against Clarissa Shields, ESPN's number 1 pound for pound boxer. Shields and Amanda Serrano, number 3, are the top 10 boxers signed to the PFL for MMA. Marshall and the PFL reached agreements on a multi-fight deal after months of negotiations. Marshall said that at this point, she has just dabbled in MMA training. For 2 decades, Marshall said she is trained with the same combinations and movements in boxing. So this is something breaking the mold for me. She knows there will be a learning curve, but that is also what excites her about learning a second combat sport from almost the start, a level of intrigue she hasn't felt in a while. Marshall has done a few sessions with McCann, and in those sessions with her and other fighters, it was the first time she ended up being choked out. Damn, that's heavy. She got choked out already. And I don't even think she even put the squeeze on, Marshall said. I was gasping for breath thinking, oh my God, it was definitely a buzz. Marshall, 32, made clear that boxing still will come first and her MMA career will be built around her boxing. However, both are on hold for a little while. Marshall injured her right hand in her win over Franchon Cruz Dezern on July 1st that made her the undisputed super middleweight champion. Marshall said she felt pain down her index finger in the second round of the unanimous decision win and that she couldn't make a fist without pain for the rest of the fight. Marshall had surgery 3 weeks ago to repair the injury, and she can't start training for either boxing or MMA for another month or two. She said more than likely she's done fighting for 2023 with hopes of returning to the ring or making her debut in the cage early next year. Marshall's mandatory opponent for her undisputed title is Shadaysha Green. Yes, Lord! I gotta see that fight, bro. Shadaysha Green is nice, man. She's the number 2 super middleweight who defeated Olivia Curry by unanimous decision earlier this month. Marshall said there are talks between her camp and Green's, and that facing Green is a massive fight because it's 2 big punchers going head to head. But she said there hasn't been a decision made on her next fight. There also is the potential for a rematch with Shields in boxing and the possibility of a fight between the two in MMA since both are signed to the PFL. Marshall said that opportunity was part of her decision to join the PFL because she doesn't believe she'll get the rematch in the ring. I'm under no illusion that's probably one of the main reasons why they wanted to sign me, Marshall said, and that is something that I'm looking forward to in the future. And I'm not sure about the men, but I know there's definitely not 2 other women that boxed in the ring and fought in the smart cage. That would be dope. So I think it would be massive. And like I said, our rivalry still lives on. Marshall and Shields have a long history dating to their amateur boxing days and have made clear they are not friends. Marshall joked she felt like she was potentially chasing Shields to another sport to get the fight. Well, there's no one really out there who I want to punch in the face more than Clarissa, Marshall said, or kick in the face. Either way, Marshall was saying a second sport a chance will raise her profile and provide a challenge she wouldn't have gotten before. I've been given an opportunity that 2 years ago would never have come my way, she said. So, yeah, I'm anxious to see that fight. I wouldn't mind seeing it again in boxing, but, I would for damn sure pay to see it in the MMA octagon. That would be awesome. For real, for real.
Well, that's what's up, man. Shout out to the ladies, man.
Yeah.
Man, other than that, you got anything else, brother?
No, sir. That's it, man. I'm finna get ready to get up out of here. I gotta go to work.
Yeah, I got some work to do in the morning, then a meeting. So yeah. With that being said, man, one love. Sorry we didn't get through the chats. We're gonna be doing that more and more, getting through the chats. Man, just shout out, man. Keep sharing our stuff, man. But man, when things go right after tomorrow, man, I got some major announcements. Trust me. Y'all gonna be like, okay, let's go. Let's get it, in my Mr. Warren's voice. With that being said, man, the hottest intro in the game.
It's the Goose to you, Mr. Goose to you. And I'm with my guys, Sugar J the Wise One and Kim the Baptist. Yes, and we are the apostles of the youth boxing community. And we're bringing It's Boxing to You.
It's the apostles and we come to lay of hands. Half step, weave the jab, uppercut, pick up your mans. It's Pastor Gucci Cam, Sugar J the Wise Man. We bring them to the light, make these haters understand. Northside is where I stand. Nebraska, that's the land. We cancels out the jab from a southpaw stance. We beat the competition, knock it out with either hand. And we drop the link, so come and kick it with your fam. And we drop receipts, so keep your sources on hand. If you can't confirm that this facts, you spread propaganda. Make sure you hit the like when you subscribe to the channel. One love to the playback gang and the panel. It's boxing to you.
It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. Represent the 402. Being Terence Crawford, that's what we do. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. What it do? Represent the 402. Terence Crawford, BNB, yeah, that's what we do. What up? Y'all know who it is. It's the Goose to you, Mr. Goose to you. They said we weren't gonna do it, Cam. They said we weren't gonna last in this bitch, but we here. The apostles of the YouTube boxing community. We laying hands on their ass. Y'all see what it is. We got Young Sugar J, the switch hitter from B&B, coming out 2023. One love. Y'all know what it is, huh? But y'all gonna see what it is. Mr. Gucci, you, Kevin the Baptist, Sugar J the Wise One, we are the apostles of the YouTube boxing community.
I know I always get myself with that. It's the Goose to you, Mr. Goose to you. And I'm with my guy Cam the Baptist. Sugar J joined us for a hot second. And we brought you Is Boxing to You. Man, Playback Gang. Y'all in the chat, man. One love to y'all, man. Catch us tomorrow. Hopefully, man, tomorrow I can give y'all great news. And yeah, all that good shit. Just keep watching. Just keep watching Is Boxing to You. Matter of fact, yeah, just keep watching Is Boxing to You. Y'all see it. If y'all see it, y'all gonna know. That's all I can say. Y'all see it, y'all gonna know. Kim,
what up?
Be safe at work tonight. Have fun. And we'll be talking tomorrow.
All right, hit me and let me know.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Yee.